We ready, y'all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, man. Episode 30. What is up, everybody? Welcome back. As you see, the crew is back. We got Mark. We got Hoodie Marco in the building again.
Yes, sir.
Hoodie
Yes, sir.
Marco, the Super Bowl champion.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
Shut up. I don't think we've seen him since the Super Bowl.
No.
Fly, Eagle, fly.
It was for the best. It was for the best.
Fly, Eagle, fly. I think I speak comfortably for me and my other host over here that we are both incredibly jealous.
Absolutely.
I tell every Philly fan that when I see him now. I'm like, yo, you know how jealous I am, bro? I just want to feel it one time in my life.
Sure.
Take it all in, guys.
Yeah,
Take it all in.
yeah.
You know,
Y'all out here destroying the city.
I know.
Instead of just embracing and hugging and being in love with everything.
We thrive off of negativity.
I guess. Hey, it got him 2 chips, right?
Yeah.
So
That's true.
who are we? Maybe I need to tear down Vegas. Maybe I'm gonna start going out vandalizing tonight.
Yeah.
Every Minnesotan just go outside and just tear down the city. Please.
Go to the Mall of America.
It's
and just
too
burn
cold,
it down,
bro. They ain't they're like, nah, bro. It's too cold. Oh,
But it's good to be back. The man behind the camera. We got Drew.
Dirty 30, man.
Absolutely.
Dirty 30.
30.
We're here for it.
30. We are here. Happy to be here with you guys. There's a lot to talk about today. I just want to say, how was New York?
Oh my goodness, bro.
He did a little trip with the wifey.
Oh, man, it was dope. And like, I was telling your wife too. Like, we did half a trip in Charlotte, and we went there to visit my wife's parents. That was fire. I ain't never been to Charlotte like that, so like it was cool. And then we did the other half of the week. We went to New York. Fire, bro. Some of the saddest stuff I've ever seen at that museum.
Oh, what's it called? The Met? Met what?
Nah, bro, not that one.
Was it the 9/11 museum?
9/11.
I was like, that's
We're like, dang, the Met is
Sad-ass
sad as
art,
hell. Sad ass art, just a bunch of sad clowns. No, bro, it was the 9/11.
Yeah, that would get me too.
Yeah, no, that shit was fucked up. Yeah. Recommend it. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't gonna forget when you walking up in there. Like, that's for sure. Like, that shit is too real. But it was good though. It was good. And me and wifey, we had a good ass time. Like, it was dope.
Nice, brother. Well, glad to have you back for this episode. Your presence was missed last episode, but you guys ready to get into the episode?
100.
Let's go,
Guys. We have 2 lists that we're gonna go through. Some controversial shit we're gonna go through later in this episode. Some wild stuff people are posting out here.
You know what? May I say, one of them that we were talking about before, very controversial, right? And I'll have my moment. The other one, I don't think it's controversial. I think it's just some idiots on the net, bro.
Yeah,
These
that's
people,
different.
guys.
That's different. Yeah.
Ooh,
Just-
man.
It's just stupidity.
These
We're
people
just-
are certifiably insane to get on the internet and post stuff like that.
Word.
It's crazy.
So stay tuned for that. But to kick off the episode, I want to go through this real quick. Kind of something that was making headlines throughout. A female rapper from Detroit, Dank Demoss. I don't know if you guys ever heard of her before, but
Never before this.
and I wanted to bring this up because my man Drew over here, he was driving Uber and stuff like that. I don't know if he still do, but she sues the company Lyft because she was denied a ride because of her weight.
Yeah.
And there was an audio clip of everything like that. I'm sure she was recording in her pocket while she was being denied the ride. But I just want to get you guys' thoughts on this.
Dog, come on, dog.
It's just kind of wild.
Yeah.
I'm sure Uber or Lyft has the, once you ask for like a van or something,
Yeah, bro. That's
Well,
that
XL,
was
right?
his.
They
That was
literally
his.
got-
That's what he told her. Was like he saw her. So he gets to her pickup, right, and he sees her walking out, and she alleges that he locked his doors and tried to drive off.
word.
Okay, I have personally driven up to situations that I either didn't trust, didn't feel comfortable with, whatever. And you know what I did? I kept on driving. And I just canceled the ride and on to the next one.
Yeah.
Why you I ain't got a lot on this. All I got is why on earth you would decide to have this dispute with a passenger? Like why you would pull up on somebody,
Word.
lock your doors, try to drive off and then roll down your window and have this whole
a
altercation with
conversation
someone
with her.
is wild to me.
Nah.
I think it's messed up that now this dude, like, I don't know if that was his whole livelihood, like he's claiming, but he's claiming it was his livelihood. He doesn't have his job no more. That sucks for him. I think that damn well, like, if he's smart, all I would say is, look, man, the seatbelt won't fit.
Word.
The seatbelt will not fit you, and you cannot ride in my car without having a seatbelt on.
And safety first, but he was
legally, you have to have your seatbelt on.
That's real talk. That's real talk.
So straight up, like, if you're not quick enough on your feet to think of that excuse, then brother, keep it rolling. When you see that walk out, keep it rolling.
And I think what made it worse was he was trying to go into like the pressure on his tires.
That was the excuse he used.
That's the thing.
He used that she wouldn't fit and that the pressure. And he also said that he had dealt with a situation like this before, and that's how he knew. He hit her with the Nipsey Hussle. That's how I knew. Is because I've had this situation before. Which, let's be real too. Like, bro, I've had 5 people fit in my car before.
Right.
Brother, I'm 240. Like, they said she's over 400 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm 240 alone. This dude, maybe 200 alone.
Right.
Like, I've had, again, 5 other people in my car. I've had a big couple in my car. Like, it wasn't the weight, bro.
Yeah.
Just be real about that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he could have got out of this. At least to my estimate, there's 2 different ways you could have got out of this. Not even dealing with it and canceling it and just keeping it moving.
Word.
Because the second that you decide to engage is the second you lose your job in this instance, right? Or if you do decide to engage, tell her, look, you can get in my car, try to put the seatbelt on.
Nope. That's it.
If you can't put the seatbelt on, you can't get a ride. And I will record you trying to put this seatbelt on if you try to be funny with me.
Sure.
And no, I don't have an extender because it's not my obligation to have an extender.
Right.
So now I need you to get out of my car. This ride is ended or else I'm going to call the cops on you.
Word.
And then we'll see if you could fit in that car.
Look at this guy.
But that's like, it's just,
That's
people
facts.
don't like,
A little bit.
this guy was looking for something that I don't know why you would bother engaging with this person. And now you're making her, now she's popping.
Yeah. She on the
For
Breakfast
some
Club
dumb shit.
with the buffs on.
Having Charlamagne say goofy shit right to her face. And like, she's just,
That was,
duh, like, and
Bro.
Charlamagne was wilding.
yeah, like straight up. And she got the nerve to sit there and talk about like, oh, you know, they make exceptions and stuff for gay and trans people. And it's like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, nah,
What does that have to do
wasn't
with like, he didn't pull up on somebody in a rainbow suit and say, nah, bro, I ain't picking you up, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you're tripping, bro.
That was a weird pivot she took, which immediately led me to eject because I was like, man, I can't take this person serious. Like, seriously, I can't take you seriously. You're just looking you're just looking to get popping or something.
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
To go to get a check from Lyft.
Yeah, and she probably will.
Absolutely.
If
No,
I'm
no,
Lyft,
no,
if
she-
I'm
she
Lyft,
got
I'm just
to.
like free rides for life in a XL.
Right, yeah. XL only.
Smart ass.
If anything, we got a seatbelt in the trunk. To make
Seatbelt
sure, like,
extender,
you're good.
straight
You
up.
know what I mean? Like, You know, sometimes you reach parts of the internet you just don't even need to be a part of. You feel me? Like, they got it.
But it's like
I'm
that's
not
what
involved.
sucks, right? It's because it's Lyft. It got thrown into like, this was on Good Morning America and all
That's
kinds
crazy.
of stuff.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
It was
making this woman out to be like like, I don't know, man. It sounds bad to say she's not a victim, but like, baby girl, you're not a victim.
Yeah.
This all could have been avoided.
100%. I'm with you, bro.
Just shut up, order a bigger, ride,
Yeah, get that XL.
and get home.
Yeah.
Get home again. You get in my car, I ain't worried about my shocks. No, I'm worried about your seatbelt fitting. If it don't fit,
can you click it?
hey, if
And
you
we
can't
can
click
ticket.
it, we can't kick it. All right, get your ass off my
We
ride.
about
Go
to
do
get a
some
ticket.
sit ups. Like go walk your big ass home. Burn some of them calories.
Y'all
all
got
right,
it.
like Fuck, tired of being nice to these goofy people, man. Like
Celebrity Flick Hub.
This dude lost his job off of that, man. Like, take your ass on the wall. Shoot.
Dank Demoss. Look out for her new single.
Dank Demoss. You know what's crazy?
Look out for the single.
So they came out with like, they had a
Seatbelt.
female cipher or something like that conveniently dropped like a week and a half after this. Like footage started to circulate of it conveniently.
Word.
A week after this. She's not even trash. Like, she can rap.
Damn.
But again, I can't take you seriously as a human being when this is what I know you for. I can never unsee you as this person now. Like, straight up.
The story clouds the career.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially if that's the only reason that we even know of your career.
Word.
It's because you were the woman who sued a rideshare company because
And then got popping.
you were big. And then, now all of a sudden, you're Biggie. Like, chill out.
Shout out Dank Demoss.
Don't shout her out, man. Don't support this foolishness, bro.
That's a hell of a Detroit name, though.
It's very Detroit.
Dank Demoss. What the fuck?
It's very deep. Very deep. Pause.
Shout out to her, man. Listen to her new single.
Don't shout her out, man. We done given her way too much. Man.
Oh my god.
We got anything else on this?
No, I'm straight, brother.
Man,
They got it.
Take it, man. You know what I hope? I'll end it with this. This is what I hope the Hollywood ending is for this, right? I hope that somebody comes in like a Planet Fitness and throws her a deal and gets her in the gym and she loses a bunch of weight and she's more known for that at the end of it instead of being, pardon my French, the fat bitch who couldn't fit in a fucking car. And instead of doing something about it, decided, nah, like, I'm just going to sue. Like, I hope that's what happens, but we know how this story going to end. We're already, like, we ain't going to be talking about this goofy broad in a month.
So, this is the last time you guys will ever hear her name. So
On this podcast.
Dank Demoss?
Dank Demoss.
Fake ass wrestler ass name. Get out of here, man.
Dank Demoss.
So on Valentine's Day, February 14th, we have the new collab album by Drake and PARTYNEXTDOOR. Album is called Some Sexy Songs for You. I want to start with you guys. Mark, how'd you feel about the album overall?
Overall, I give it a solid 7 out of 10. Nice little mid pack.
Oh,
cool. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I heard some songs that was like, oh yeah, no, I like this. I like this a lot. And then I heard some songs I was like, they should never be in the studio ever again. But you know what I mean? Like, it evened out, and I was like, all right. I'm gonna tell you, that Spanish song that they got on there, that's one of the worst things I've ever heard, bro. Like,
he was saying random things with try to make an accent of it.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
I want to play your rent and your taxes. I was like, nah, this ain't
really
it, brother.
bad, man.
This ain't it. Like, if he would have, like, okay, what I was thinking was, if the only way to make this okay if he was on some Eminem silly shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, if he made that song, or at least his verse.
Like, if it were more like kind of parody-ish, like walking that line.
Because I'm like, and they do the video, and he's, you know what I mean? My salsa, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I gotta
I gotta let it go. OVO gotta call you for damage control.
Let me do the marketing.
That's real shit. Like,
For
that's
real.
a great, because that's the only way I take it serious.
Yeah. Because I was like, this can't be a real song that you would put out seriously. There's no fucking way, bro. But, like, then I thought, like, okay, if he's just being silly on some shit, okay, you know what? All right. Yeah. Then you should probably have a visual with it. So to kind of be like, hey, y'all, I'm just fucking around. You know what I mean? This ain't like the lead single. This is not, I'm just playing around. You know what I mean? Like, I hooked up with the Mexican homie. He's chill as shit. You know his number's going to go up. You know what I mean? Like, this is just like a whatever.
Can I ask something real quick, kind of on that note, right? Has he ever come out and, I haven't seen it personally, him come out and mention anything about the Delilah track, the one that we reviewed?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Because that, you mentioning that, like, to make that pivot on that song, like, it made me think, like, Drake doesn't, like, Drake doesn't do that on the front end, right? He'll never be like the joke on the front end. If he gets roasted and it becomes a thing, he'll lean into it and kind of like try to take it over.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, ha, 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 I'm cool with this. But, like, he's never come out, like how you said, the perfect example for me was I'm thinking of Eminem now dressed up like a fucking matador singing about his salsa.
Word.
And everyone's just like,
yeah like
funny. Like,
yeah,
haha.
it's
like,
clearly a joke.
My band, the whole song in general was a kind of like parody.
Sure.
But I think we all know that fool went into the studio and thought he thought he was gonna have the Spanish mommies back on his stuff, singing that goofy shit, and instead of just being like, "Nah, I meant that," he could be like, "Nah, bro, here, like you said, hey, Party, we're gonna film this video. It's gonna be hilarious.
Sure,
it's gonna show a lighter side of me, which we could use right now. This could low key be a little damage control. It'll get the attention off. But instead, he's like, nah, he's standing 10 toes on this damn song, man.
Like, this is me, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
That ain't it. So that's what I was thinking. Like, I'm with you though too. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe they need some time. Maybe he's gonna see what traction it makes and then do something for it. I don't know about all that, but I felt okay about it all. You know what I mean? I rushed to listen to it because I was trying to see, you know what I mean? Is he going to respond to some shit? Is he going to do his thing? Getting into that, not too much. Like, I still think like, oh boy can rap.
Absolutely.
Like, I felt like I wasn't mad at it because I like Drake. So like when he started flowing, I was kind of with him. And then the production too on some of the rap songs, I was like, oh shit, like I don't know who did this, but if this is 40, bro, 40 went back in his bag, you know? So I was like, okay, cool, you know? But then there was some songs I was like, nah, that's filler. You know what I mean? Like, and then I saw your post and I felt the same thing. I was like, dang, like, I feel like there's not enough party, and there's not enough party used correctly. Not party like feeling like a guest verse. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
As opposed to a collaborator on the album. There's the difference. You feel me? Like if these are just songs Drake had in the tuck and said, "Party, I need you to throw something in there," like. That's not as good as Prime P&D and Prime Drake getting together, creating R&B like they used to, where it's like classic songs as far as if you ask an R&B head. Like they have shit together where it's like, oh, damn, like this is some shit. This felt like, hey, throw a verse on there real quick. You know what I mean? Like I was like,
and someone said like it sounded like Drake had to drag Party to the studio to make these songs and lay down his verse. And I do walk away from this album liking a lot more of Drake's songs when he's on by himself, because Party in some of these tracks are just like, damn, I wanted more of you, but like it's not what was in for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I heard on a podcast where it doesn't feel like the right time for this. It feels like it's you know what it feels like? It feels like, for example, 2001, Zoolander comes out. Everybody's laughing their ass off. We all love Zoolander. We watch it all the time. But then we're like, damn, that would be cool if they made a sequel. Until 15 years later, they make the sequel. That's cool, I guess. Like, good for y'all that y'all wanted to do it. But, bro, like, I'm in my 30s now. I don't want to see Zoolander 2. I wanted to then when it was, like, hot. But, like, now it's like, Like, I watched it, like, but, like, it wasn't, you know what I mean? We paid the money the one time, but I never heard of it again. This feels like that, where it's just like, damn, like, there was a moment where, well, for me at least, P&D was that nigga.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, he had like a movement going. He had a sound, and he really, he gave Drake some great songs too. Like, they collabed on a lot of shit.
Is P&D like blog era R&B kind of like Like how The Weeknd
what
and
the,
Frank and all them used to kind of be like.
He's a little bit after that, I would say.
Because y'all are more like blog era babies more than I am.
Word.
I was a little bit past that wave.
P&D, I would consider SoundCloud.
Okay.
SoundCloud R&B.
Okay.
Because at that time, Drake was putting out a lot of unreleased shit, and he was dropping records on SoundCloud. And me and my roommates used to listen out, and then that's how we kind of like discovered P&D. That's how we kind of got into Thug and stuff like that. Like,
that's
a different genre, but but I'm thinking of like Bryson.
Okay,
Bryson through SoundCloud, P&D through SoundCloud, Nav. Through SoundCloud,
nice.
That 2013 to 2017. Like, these niggas was putting stuff on there, and we were eating it up. And it was what we called it at that time was called R and bass, because it was very bass heavy and it was trappy. A lot of Houston and Atlanta like influences, but and like some real nigga shit, because it wasn't like 90s R&B like content wise. It was some, you know what I mean? It's some trifling nigga shit, you know what I mean? But then they were singing, so it was like a combo of all of that, and it was like a moment. I felt like there was a time to do the collab album with him where it would have been so much more impactful.
Because both of these guys are not coming off the greatest, in their careers. Because P&D's last stuff wasn't that great.
Nah.
And Drake having that eventful 2024 and what he's been trying to release after that beef has just been absolutely terrible, I think.
Yeah.
But a lot of like the vocal melodies from Drake in this album was not hitting to me at all. It was just way too like almost too much played with playing with the voice and all that. Just the vocal stuff from Drake was not doing it for me, and sometimes it does. But with this album, no. But yeah, do you have favorite song? Drew, you want to give your intake on this album?
I don't have anything on this album except I texted you that now. So I'm listening to it on it was Thursday night.
We were tapped in, bro.
Right there.
Word.
Like right at 9, I tapped in listening, right? And I got about, 8, 9 tracks in, and it just kind of all started to blend together to me. A lot of it just sounded the same, and then I listened a little bit later, as I mentioned to you before, I listened to T-Pain talk about it, and he had the best point to me, which kind of, I thought that's where you were going with it, Mark, was, and even to your point too, like it sounded to me like either they like forced it, rushed it. P&D had to get drugged to the studio to record. The timing of it felt forced because Drake is out of the country on a tour right now, getting mocked, by the way. Like, so that, like, he had to stay popping. It was right after the Super Bowl.
Word.
A week after the Super Bowl.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yep, because the Super Bowl was the 9th, and then this dropped on Valentine's Day.
All-Star Weekend is Valentine's Day.
Yep. So, like, a lot of that part of it felt rushed, like trying to take that shine and block everything. But, like, T-Pain said it to me, and it sounded right. It sounded like this was a bunch of stuff that had been recorded.
Yeah.
It sounded like this a lot of stuff that had been recorded already, remastered, slapped together, not a lot of cohesion. Just a lot of forced stuff, which to me sounded like, that kind of explains why there's a lot more Drake on here, and it's a lot more Drake driven, because it probably feels like it's just a lot of stuff that Drake had lying around, and that you could maybe drag Party to the studio or wherever Party's at, be like, hey man, we need you to record a hook for this.
Yeah.
Throw some ad libs on here. Listen to this track. This is what we want from you. Boom, boom, boom. Send it back and forth, remaster, but get it out by Valentine's Day.
Word.
Throw together a goofy cover, and there it is. Some sexy songs for you. And
even it's really not a lot of effort.
No, it felt
like,
lazy.
Even the cover.
Yeah,
the cover was.
That's what I mean. The whole project felt lazy, and so that's why my listening experience grew lazy in the middle of it.
True.
Because I'm like, I don't hear or sense a lot of effort in this. So what am I gonna listen? It became does the beat hit me right from the beginning? No, because it sounds like 3 songs ago, which sounded like 2 songs ago. And then you listen to vocals, which because you don't know which Drake vocal you're gonna get. Word. You might get this Drake, you might get this Señorita. Like you don't know what the fuck chameleon ass Drake you're gonna get. So like that's part of it. And then you just hear it and it's like, yeah, no, this is I don't ever. My question is, has it been in rotation?
Some songs.
Okay.
No.
Some song.
So you're the first I've heard because my next question was going to be, have you heard any? Because I'm a Twitter guy or whatever. I'm a Twitter guy. That's it. So I don't really hear about it anywhere else. I don't hear blogs talking about it. I don't hear pods talking about it. It was like that first go through.
Sure.
And then it was like, all right. And for me, the replay value just wasn't there. It felt like universally.
Sure.
But it's funny because the songs I go back to are the songs that give this album life, like Small Town Fame.
That's my shit.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't replay, but he said, that's my shit.
Out of 21 songs from this album, I take away 9 songs that I'm like, I can listen to this. And the few songs that are daily rotation are the songs that give this album life and the more upbeat stuff. Give Me a Hug is a joke. I find the humor and Drake's shit in that. It had to take me a reaction and for the Drake haters to comment on my reaction for me to kind of get it. Like, maybe I should just take it as a joke because it's not hidden like that.
Right.
I do appreciate the samples in that song too.
Yeah.
That Aaron Hall sample is fucking hard.
Can I ask you something on that then? For both of y'all, right? Because now that's 2 songs that we've mentioned as jokes on there, right?
Sure.
So my question is, if these songs came out 2023 or before, would they still be jokes? Would this Spanish goofy shit, would it still be passable? Would it still be like, this is goofy, but it's not corny? It's not whack. It's not whatever, which is kind of how the spectrum and the view on him has kind of changed to like, because like, let's be honest, like, nigga, I love Marvin's Room. It's a great Drake song to me. Word. That's a whack fucking song. That's a cornball ass song, man.
So that's what I was going to say.
It's a bitch made song. A lot of bitch made Drake songs. So like, he's done Hotline Bling.
Yeah, it's
a corny song. Yeah, Kiki, Do You Love Me is corny, but they're hits and they're big. And now we look at shit like Give Me a Hug. Give Me a Hug, low key, because of that sample. That should have been a huge smash, man. That should be a huge song.
Like I still like it, but like
Sample Out does the song for me though.
It is. I don't know. That was one that was like, oh shit, like damn, he's really going in.
It caught me.
Yeah, like it caught. Well. I was in the same thing. I was like, it's an R&B album. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, and I was like, oh shit, like, oh, hold up. All right. He's getting in his bag a little bit. Now, I have some other critiques about it, like, as far as like his response. That was a whole other thing. But I did like him responding at least a little bit. Like, I give him credit for that. But like, I think it's hard for me because objectively, he's always been corny. Like, he's always been that nigga.
But that's kind of been part of the Drake thing that makes him kind of what he is, and it worked to his advantage. Where now I'm saying we look at it as a disadvantage. It's like, we don't look at it as like, oh, nigga, look at what he'd get away with because he's that smooth nigga that's slick and all that. Now we're just like, nigga, this pedophile singing in Spanish? Bro.
Like, I don't know. I don't know if it just hits the same. You know, like maybe in 2023, like you said, like maybe we see that very differently. And I think, you know, what I was thinking is just like as y'all were talking was like maybe this was the way that he could get off. Give Me a Hug. Like maybe not that song in particular, but like. To be able to respond. Because, like, and, you know, he goes through his random pockets where he decided to, like, rap. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But, you know what I mean? Considering how lackluster the whole project is, lazy rollout, all of it kind of thrown together. There's no cohesion. There's no like real feeling to it where it's like, oh yeah, this is a project that you could tell like took time and effort. Maybe,
like that they felt like they were in the studio together,
right? And if we found out like they were, ugh,
oh, shame on them.
Terrible.
Shame on them.
That would be absolutely
that would be
shame on them.
Y'all should never be together ever again. But like maybe like doing like a little conspiracy theory. Maybe he did all this shit not really caring just so that he could find a way to respond to the shit.
So
and
have everything around him, just do all this and let me throw this shot in there.
Because imagine if you just drop the "Give Me a Hug" as a single. Yeesh. It's like it's not enough. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
that's a great point.
You know
those are great. I have heard though too. I did go down a slight Reddit rabbit
good
hole
old Reddit
on the night of release because I was so underwhelmed and just getting reactions. I didn't, and I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole now because it wasn't worth it then. It's not worth it now.
Word.
The legal shit will play itself out.
Sure.
Some people were suggesting this was like he was doing a Frank Ocean move.
Oh, word.
Like,
word. Yeah.
With people, if you're not familiar with the Frank Ocean move, his album Endless, he just recorded himself building a set of stairs and live streamed it, released it as an album to get out of his record deal and screw over the music industry, basically. And then he released Blonde,
the
which
next day
is, it was crazy, and it was all like by the book too. That was the beauty in it.
Because it was real music on the shit.
Oh, bro,
like
one of my favorite tracks. He did the cover of "At Your Best." Like he did the Isley Brothers and Aaliyah.
Word.
Like "At Your Best, You Are Love." He did a cover of that on there, which is one of my favorite songs of his. But yes, there were people that were saying that this was like just a move to get closer to getting out from Universal.
Word.
I don't know.
know.
Either way, like, bro, put in more effort. No matter what it is, give us more, man.
It's like
you fighting for your life out here in these streets, bro.
Right,
and that's what you give us.
It's like if you're gonna go in the game, like don't go in and then give 60% just because like, oh, this is my last game on this deal. I'm waiting to get picked up by somebody else, so I'm gonna just give you 50, 60%.
Like,
half-ass it. Nah, like if that's the case, nah, I'm not.
But also too, like to bring Party on that with you. That one made me look because I know a lot of people like Party's last record. I didn't. Really? Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like,
okay.
My sister loves his last record.
Wow.
She's a Party fan though. I'm a Party fan. I didn't care for it. I ain't like it too much myself. So that's kind of like 2 in a row now.
Word.
For him, and it's like seeing clips of him when he was out on tour, which I'm glad I missed him on tour. I missed him by a night out in LA being on tour. Like he got big and shit. Like he looks. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like he need a break from whatever's going on up there in the 6th. Like he need a break from Toronto, nigga. He need to follow his own advice.
Yeah.
Maybe he's playing with his nose. He's just playing with his nose.
Hey man, that's allegedly.
Allegedly, you know what I mean?
But either way, like I was shocked to hear you say a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. I feel like
that's wild.
I feel like that's a good mid score. I don't know.
See, and I think 7.
So,
I'm thinking like I like it. Like I'll go. So I was thinking it was like a 4.
So I think the ceiling for me is it's like a strong 5, week 6.
Okay,
that's like the ceiling.
Okay, yeah.
That's like the ceiling for me for this.
Yeah.
It's like a strong 5, week 6 for me. This album. So.
Yeah.
Anything else on this, guys?
I'm straight, brother.
Yeah, you know what? I really can't wait for the times to come back to where we stop seeing Drake and Kendrick stuff. Like we get it. It was a huge beef. I get it, guys, but. Every single music,
I think he needs to drop something though. Like he needs to do that.
He needs to wrap his ass off.
He needs to make it be done with. Because once this tour is over for GNX, that's got to be it from Kendrick's side.
I think so.
I don't think. I think you could bet that. I feel like from this point forward, like Kendrick is gonna move how you would expect him to.
He said game over at the
You see
Super
what I'm saying?
Bowl.
Yeah, like I feel like he's gonna move
That was it.
the way he's just not that one to kind of like
To keep
rehash
it
and
going.
shit like that.
You know what I
I
mean? Yeah,
He, you know, the way that he creates is very much like shedding off the old shit and like in my new process, like this is the new shit and like that's where I'm moving towards. And I feel like I like that about him. I think Drake, he's always been known as a petty nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like he's always been petty. So
he pokes, makes fun, keep poking until something happens.
Whether he's
walking out with the gunshots and his
corny as hell.
the smoke coming out of his shirt.
Bro, when my wife is showing me the video and being like, this dude is corny as hell. That's terrible, bro.
Bro, did you see the video this morning?
Bro. This morning? No.
So he's on tour in Australia. He goes out on stage, like, I guess last night or
He has something
whenever.
on his... Was it wording on his stuff?
I don't know what it... Like, I was trying to piece... It was, like, colorful. He had a very... But he was just talking to the crowd, and he was like, you know, shout out to my real ones and all the artists and the fans and the... Or he says the fans and the da-da-da and the artists that feature with me and help me out and didn't turn into pussy niggas on me. And it's just like...
Oh, my God.
You sound so
here we go,
whack, bro. Like, you're dumb. Like,
that's not it, bro.
No one is threatened by you right now, bro. It's not, and he has to change that. I think that's when the Kendrick stuff stops. When we start, he has to make us listen to him different.
That's gonna be really hard for him, bro.
Right?
Because what I was saying is like he's petty regardless if he takes the L or the W. Like he's petty regardless. Like he was getting at Meek for a very long time. He was getting at Ye for a very long time. Like what people would consider like him being a victor in some sorts. He was still talking about Pusha for a long time. Like that's just like you know what I'm saying?
To
like
Chris Brown at the club, like all that stuff. Yeah,
bro. Until he does get back to making records with them. So like that's a thing, but like still, like he's just a petty nigga. So I don't feel like he'll ever give it up. And I think
we're never gonna see a Drake and Kendrick record.
No.
What? Never gonna see that again.
But to be fair though, no. I'm saying no. I'm with you. Oh. But to be fair, that would be because of Kendrick's side, not because of Drake's side. I think that I 1000% believe.
You think Drake would do a record with Kendrick?
100%. Not today. Not today.
No, but like
let's say 10 years from now. 10 years from now, these niggas is 50.
10 years from now,
these niggas is 50. And
like
it's
how
like,
Nas and
I'm
Jay-Z,
doing this 100%. I guarantee you, like
be
Drake,
wild, bro.
because Drake is a nice dude, bro. Like he's a nice guy.
I mean, he's not a gangster, that's for sure.
Word. So like, I believe like, and that's a part of the things that he misses, right? Like, I think that he would be down to do that. He linked up with Ye several times. He linked up with Meek several times after that because I think that he wants to.
He loves the adoration.
He always wants
be
to
the
please
most popular guy
and appease. Yeah, and you know he's a businessman too, so I'm sure he knows like, yo, like that made me look away. Like my money went up, my streams went up, X, Y, and Z. The money he knows, the money that he would make. And however long by having a song with him again, he knows that he'll be able to do that. Yeah. But that's not a thorough move. And that's not where Kendrick comes from. So he and Pusha said, bro, I don't ever want to be around niggas like that. Like I'm good on that. I'm not on that side. Y'all can have it, bro.
He's a little kid, man. Like Drake moves around kind of like a little kid or a teenager almost.
Word. And I think that pains him that he was able to lose to niggas that are just like, bro, like get away from me, nigga. Like shut up.
And guess what? We're proving that the shit that you care about is not what's important and is not what's gonna keep you hot, my nigga. Like all that shit that you prioritize, bro, that ain't it. Like, we're going to tear all that shit down that you think is sweet and you think is cute. That's not it, bro. That's not what... You can't manufacture what we have.
Word.
And what makes you what you want to be and what you wish you were.
I'm with you. Yeah.
I guess we just got to keep on listening to Poetic Justice until, you know...
Bro, what kind of pop would you have if in, like... next year at the Grammys. Like,
no,
I mean, it can't be, but like, goodness. I don't know. Like, you know, if you saw a clip on Kendrick's tour, The Last Date, Drake pops out like when Poetic Justice is on.
No, like, real talk, like, this is something that me and my coworkers do. Like, like what would break the internet? You know what I mean? And like we were saying, we were talking about the Super Bowl. Like, who would have to like link up at the Super Bowl for it to be like, nah, it's so crazy that it would be stupid. And we, the one that we thought that would be big was like if Taylor did it, and then she brought out Ye. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that shit? Oh my God. Doesn't make no sense. Like, that's crazy.
Like mid-song, she puts the clip of Ye at the award show in the back.
Oh,
and then Ye just walks out.
And then he's like, I'm going to let you finish. And then, oh my God.
And then Ye just comes out on stage.
It says, I'm going to let you finish.
Oh, no.
And then it cuts. And then it cuts to the song Famous. Ooh. And it has him going, I feel like me and Taylor might still have
And then she's doing her whack-ass dance.
And then he pops out and they just,
Is she dancing right there, too? Oh, my God.
That's kind of fucking
Yo, my jaw would be on the floor, bro. Hey, first of all, we need to get Mark a job with OVO to revive Drake's career. Then I think we need to get on the goddamn Super Bowl halftime production team.
We got it.
To figure this shit out.
Wow.
Because when I tell you, break the internet.
I'm definitely going to clip this and post it just so we can get some traction on this. Because this has to happen now.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
That's too great.
You heard it here first
crazy, bro.
on the Dirty 30.
That would be crazy.
I will add this with the Drake. With Rocky, not guilty of his charge, right?
God bless America.
That man jumped in Rihanna's arms like, ooh.
Mm-hmm. That's the American dream right there.
And his mama, too. His mom was right there. Yeah. Yup.
I think Rocky has something on his album for Drake, and Drake gets back to rapping, and the beef with ASAP and Drake take off after this year.
I love that. That's the clip I think that's what you clip right there.
I think this is what gets Drake back into, all right, let's fucking buckle in. I'm going to start rapping again. And I got beef with ASAP Rocky now because he's not guilty. I think Rocky has something in the clip already, on the track list.
Without a doubt.
Yes,
because he already kind of poked his nose into it.
Yeah, yeah. He did his thing. And I actually liked it. Like, I wasn't mad at his verses, too. So
What if Drake actually did get Rihanna back in the day, and he got like details and stuff, and because that's a messy nigga.
Yeah.
And about Rihanna, that's one of his ones. Like Serena, that's one of his ones.
But that's like the one for him.
That's what.
Like
now, ASAP,
there's.
I like what you're cooking over here.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I like what you're cooking.
I wouldn't be surprised too. Like, just because, like, you know what I mean, the industry and all that kind of shit. Like, I forgot who I was listening to, but like they were like, yo, like Chris Brown and her were a lot cooler, a lot sooner than a lot of people think.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I wouldn't be surprised to hear like, oh yeah, like Drake and Reed, like, yeah, they were doing X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. I'm not surprised. These niggas, they can't move in the open like we can, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you go back to the old thing. Like, it is what it is. Or sometimes it's just a night. It is what it is. But I think it would be interesting to see Rocky get back into, you know what I mean, like making some real shit. I think he's got a lot to say. He's done a lot of shit over the last like 5, 6 years, 7 years since the last album.
Oh no, he's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Rocky's up there for me. That's why that Rocky list later, that pissed me off to say he don't have a classic. But my question is
foreshadowing.
My future callback. My question is, this is the last question I'll ask on it, right? Is commercially, despite the link to Rihanna and everything, and the boot up with Rihanna, commercially in the public eye, is Rocky big enough that if Drake smacks him upside the head, that anyone outside of the hip hop community, you just got called A minor and all that on the Super Bowl in front of a bunch of Chiefs fans who ain't know what the fuck was going on.
What?
Those people now are just going to look at you. That's how they're going to see you as that guy, right? There's a certain segment that's going to see you as that guy and see Taylor dancing to it at the Grammys and shit and all that, right?
Right.
Is Rocky a big enough name to make those Chiefs fans, those bystanders or whatever, and even in hip-hop, is Rocky a big enough name to make everybody be like, Drake's back? Like a UFC style, right? If Gaethje beats Fiziev, is it just like, all right, whatever? That's what you're supposed to do. If Drake smacks Rocky, is it just like, well, bro, that's what you're supposed to do?
I don't think Rocky's big enough.
That's what I mean. Like, if he'd have smacked Ross, I'd be like, yeah, in hip hop, that's cool. But like mainstream, nobody gives a fuck about Rick Ross.
Unfortunately, like it's
not,
not
facts.
It's not any sort of disrespect to them too.
Not at all.
It's not like they don't make good music. It's not like they can't rap. It's just
that's what I mean. That's why I use the example of the Super Bowl and the mainstream fans, because we know the music, right? We know the rappers, but not everybody does. So if the casual stroller on TikTok sees, oh, Drake just killed Rihanna's husband, are they gonna be like, wow, he's great again? Or are they just gonna be like, who the hell's Rihanna's husband? Right. Like, exactly. Who's this $8 app Rocky guy?
Right.
Like,
I would say though, like, what might be interesting to see though is you had a lot of people talking about Pusha T who should have never talked about Pusha T. But getting into that spat with Drake put him on a pedestal for a little bit, little bit, where people were talking like, oh shit, like
because he won. Well, because he outed his son also, and that was a big part of it.
Sure,
he was the messenger.
And people went to stream like
absolutely
Daytona
to go find out who this person
and like
is.
Story Abaddon and all this kind of shit. Like that was some real shit. So Rocky definitely has a little bit more casual fandom than a Push. I feel like with people that don't know, like I feel like people that don't know hip hop or listen to hip hop like regularly. They know what ASAP song before they know what Pusha song.
Look, I've been to ASAP shows. I've seen ASAP. I saw ASAP the first time he came back from that shit in Sweden.
Oh, yeah.
I was at the first show he was at. Look, these white kids, they don't know Push. They know Rocky.
Yeah.
He's household with a lot of people, man.
So
and
maybe I'm
the Rihanna cosign is now gonna. It's introduced him to a whole new lane of people.
Absolutely.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying, like, maybe Drake might be playing with fire a little bit if Riri get on the track and flames his ass too. Like,
I just don't know Rocky to be the strategic genius the way that some of these other dudes that, like, just saying, like, when we saw Meek, the way that when we were going into that battle, the way that we saw it, we were like, Meek is going to kill this dude because this nigga has got X, Y, and Z. Like, there's like a story to him. We know he was a battler. We know he's a street nigga. He does street raps and all this kind of shit. And it didn't work out that way because I felt like Drake had some strategy to him. And, like, he knew, you know what I mean? And maybe that's just the machine behind him. I don't know. I've never seen Rocky do that. So, if it's just going to be rapidy raps, no matter what, it's going to get overshadowed because Drake is so much bigger. So unless he has the Pusha T, hey, gotcha, nigga, you got a whole ass son.
He might, though,
or
with Rihanna.
Kenny, you see what I'm saying? Or like Kenny is like,
he might
I got
have
songs
some stuff.
ready. I have songs ready, bro. Like, I'm just waiting for you to mess that, blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? Like, so maybe. I feel like that is what gets it done, though, as we've seen.
Drake, if it plays out, or whoever Drake decides to step in the ring with next, he has to win. And he has to kind of do it like 50-45. You need a domination, or you need a first-round knockout.
You need a back-to-back type of win.
Brother, you need them singing your shit in the club again. Like, that's where you need to be.
But but those things got to come organically and over time. I do not think that with him, like on Rocky's time, Drake, you got to stay away from that shit. Rocky, he's got his own shit, and like whatever music he puts out, if he does that, I completely understand it and good for him. But if you're Drake, bro, leave that shit alone until you organically get back to where you need to be.
Yeah, but
like
also
creatively.
Can you imagine being in Drake's shoes right now? Like, you were the hottest nigga for what, 13 years in a row or something like that. Now all of a sudden you're the biggest joke, not in hip hop, not in music. Like, you're one of the biggest jokes in the world, nigga. Like, on the Super Bowl, they're watching you, calling you A minor. Bro, can you imagine how that would feel? I would be, nigga, if a nigga walked by me on the street, looked at me sideways, I'd get at him. I would be willing to get at anybody to get my get back, to get that feel back, to be like, yo, I'm that don't get it twisted ever. Like, he's a joke now.
Word.
So yeah, I would be like, yo, anybody who takes a shot at me, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. All of y'all can get it, because clearly Doc can't get it. Tried that, didn't work. Now I'm making R&B albums.
Yeah, that's fair.
Got to get his get back with whoever.
That's fair, brother.
Want to get into the hip hop numbers?
Let's do it.
Just speaking of jokes.
So
Shit,
there's
bro.
a page on Instagram at Hip Hop Numbers. They put up a list, and then they had people vote. And this list is the best rappers without a classic album. I don't know. Again, they had people vote, but I don't know who's voting for these things, because the names, the rappers on this list that they claim that have no classic albums. So there's 20 names on here. We'll just kind of go through these. At number one, we have Jadakiss. Got anything for Jadakiss? Yeah, Drew.
I understand why, like, I wish we had more of the numbers for just, like, demographic of who voted on this. Because, like, I understand if people don't think Kiss the Game Goodbye is a classic.
That's what I was about to say.
I understand if they don't think it is. I'm on the fence. Classic for me is kind of strong, but it's a great album. But Kiss of Death is 1,000% a classic. Like, if you don't think Kiss of Death is a classic, that's fine, that's great. But sure. I was firmly outside when Kiss of Death came out. When Anthony Hamilton was out here, had niggas were wearing shirts with Y on it, bro. And you telling me the nigga didn't have a classic album that didn't produce a classic?
Shit. I wanted that
nigga,
so bad.
When Cruisin' hit, the first time I hit Cruisin' with Snoop Dogg on it, and that beat, like, don't tell me Kiss of Death ain't no motherfucking classic. Get out of my face with that. I don't know. It's probably a bunch of niggas that like fucking that listen to Lotto and shit or something that are voting on this shit. But like, listening to what's the fucking goofy white Ian, listen to that nigga or something that are voting on this shit. But get out of my face saying Jada ain't got no fucking classic, man.
Yeah, brother, you listen. Yeah, come on now. You know,
bunch of 19-year-olds and shit voting on these dudes.
Well, they weren't fucking born when the shit came
out. That's
so
what I'm saying. Like, if you weren't outside, you don't really know like that.
Yeah, no, that one was weird for me because, I mean, I know that my cousins, like, I'm talking about my big cousins, like, not the little ones, but, like, my big cousins, when I was growing up, like, the Locks was heavy rotation. And, I mean, like, it's not asking about the Locks, but the Locks is who they is. But so when Jada had Kiss the Game Goodbye, like, bro, like, Kiss of Death, like, these are crazy, crazy albums that, like, I just don't, just because something isn't talked about a lot doesn't necessarily mean it's not a classic. And just because something is talked about a lot doesn't mean that's a classic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ask anybody in, 2021, you had niggas saying, oh, yeah, Certified Lover Boy. Yeah, that's, one of his best. Shut the fuck up. Like, when's the last time you even heard that shit now?
Hey, man,
you know what I'm saying?
Hold
like,
on, bro.
No, bro.
I was
like,
listening to Knife Talk the other day, nigga.
No, Knife Talk. I love Knife Talk, though. I ain't gonna hold you. But you see what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. Like, Jada has one. At the very least.
At the very least, he has Kiss
one.
of Death is an absolute classic.
Yeah. 100%. Who's next on the list?
Next on the list, sorry, I lost my spots.
I'll give you full disclosure. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other artists that were on the list that I went through the whole list. I have 6 other artists that had classics in my eyes.
Word.
So number 2 was Fabulous.
That's all you, bro.
Listen.
Nope.
Classic mixtape.
Absolutely.
There's a difference.
Album?
Yep.
No.
There's a difference.
I'm with you, bro.
Classic body of work overall, in my opinion. Fabulous, 1,000%. I went through the albums and I was like, bro, there's like 2 songs, 3 songs, 4 songs max.
Fabulous
on
is such a
albums.
good person at being in the time for that time, but once it gets out of that, it kind of it's a bit hard.
Because he
that's a great point.
Hits.
He has all of his stuff hasn't aged well.
Like he does have those hits. But as bodies of work, he is so for that sound and year and that era. But once it gets past this era, it's like, ugh.
Well, it's like...
so his album's like...
Holla Back Youngin' doesn't hit the same for me. It's still a great song, but see, like, even this way your face went, it's like... But in that time...
Yes.
Bruh.
I was saying that Harlem Shake like crazy.
Come on, man.
Who's next?
Absol's next.
That's all you, brother. I don't know.
No, Absol,
Nope.
no.
Nope.
I think he had it, but he just didn't put out enough to kind of
That's it. It's just
to stay on the hill.
It's just that you haven't put together. Yeah, it all hasn't come together in cohesion yet. That's all that is.
Number 4, we have Inspector Deck. I don't even know who that is, to be honest with you guys.
Wu-Tang.
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 See, I'm about to get grilled. hella
You're
hard
gonna
right
get
now.
jumped on the internet,
Absolutely.
bro.
Come for me,
Come on,
please.
dog.
Yikes! They coming for you, B. They gonna stomp you out with Tim's on too, with the butters on, nigga.
But yeah, I think for that whole group though.
But that's what I mean. Like, how are you gonna just single out Inspector Deck?
Well,
like, is it like, but you got a classic?
No.
Like,
I don't know
come
about all
on,
that,
man.
yeah. But to be fair though, the stars from Wu-Tang have classics. So, but and the thing is too is like Inspector Deck is well respected, like lyricist wise, like he's one of those New York niggas that could really really spit. So it's like, damn, like this nigga is talented, like he's got some shit, but you don't got no album, bro. You know what I mean? Like as far as like a solo career goes. But Raekwon and Meth,
Ghostface
has a
Meth
crazy.
is on this list too, though. Meth is on this list of goofies who think that he doesn't, and so it's like, I personally don't think Meth has a classic, but that's just me.
But when you link him,
I'm not going to argue
okay with
against
that.
people who think that he does.
No, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with saying Meth doesn't have one.
I think when you put him with Redman, then yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's-
yeah,
Or
but
if
by
you put him
himself.
in Wu-Tang as a whole, that's a whole thing. It's like
because his contributions.
if you go Wu-Tang as a collective, then yeah, we can get rid of there's 3 members on this list, 3 members on the list.
Word.
So at number 5 we have J. Cole. Now this is fucking kind
Silly.
of crazy.
No, that's dumb.
That's silly.
That's just dumb.
Silly. It starts to ruin the credibility of the I would, if I ran this site or follow or whatever, I wouldn't post this dumb shit even though it creates engagement. Because it would kill the credibility of my, I look at it like, man, people aren't going to take me seriously. I have J. Cole on here saying he don't have a classic album.
If Forest Hills Drive is not a classic to you, then that's kind of crazy, man.
No, I mean, without a Forest Hills, bro, I don't even know where J. Cole is, bro. Forest Hills put him into superstardom. You feel me? Like a backpack nigga into superstardom. You see what I'm saying?
Incredible album.
It's like
it's a masterpiece
bro.
album, bro. Not a
It's-
classic, a masterpiece, bro.
I wouldn't say perfect, but it's damn near close to perfect.
And I don't even like Cole like that.
Word.
And that's how
just
good
me,
that
bro.
album is. I don't even fuck with him like
Forest Hills
that.
is a
And it's
game
a
changer
great
too,
album,
bro.
dude.
Classic. Certified, bro.
It's one of those rare times where the production with J. Cole's storytelling, it all meshes so
The
well.
lyrics, all of it.
If that's not a classic to you, then
Always in his pocket, it's a masterpiece, man.
number
And that was
yeah.
that was what 5.9% of the voters don't think.
5.9.
That's crazy, dude.
It doesn't even make sense.
And then we have Chameleonaire at number 6.
Yeah, no.
Again, a good hits guy.
What's the next one?
Number 7, we have Method Man.
We just covered that.
Number 8, we have Vince Staples.
I push back on that one. He's on my list of people who have classics. Just because you haven't listened to him doesn't mean he doesn't have them, and just because they're 30 minutes doesn't mean that they're not classics.
Word.
I think that's where a lot of people get in trouble with Vince. Is his early works were 30 to 40 minute bodies of work that were 9, 10 tracks long. And for me, Big Fish is a classic. Dark Times.
It's trending that way,
Dark
I think.
Times is heading towards that way. His self-titled album, for me, borders on it. And for me, FM is a classic. I loved FM. FM with storytelling album, had Big Boy on there narrating it. I love FM. So for me, Vince got class 6.
Number 9, we have Pharrell. What the?
Next, I can't.
Maybe the production is messing with my mind right now.
Pharrell's trash as a rapper / singer.
I was gonna
for me,
say
but
Yeah.
The production is messing with my
If
mind.
we're talking Neptunes, then that's a whole other
Neptune,
story.
yeah, Neptune's. He's like,
Right,
if you made an album with all the shit he produced,
Like, and again, that's the thing. Like, there's people on here that like it's more like body of work is a classic as opposed to like them putting together just one album or a singular album that's classic.
I don't know about a classic album, bro.
I just want to shout out "In My Mind" by Pharrell in 2006. Killed that shit, dog. Number 10, we have Busta Rhymes.
Nah, his first album is for sure a classic.
You think
1000%,
so?
1000%.
See
That now I was gonna say though, like that's definitely a New York bias, definitely an East Coast bias.
No, I had him with one.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Like,
you know what? I felt like I was playing spades doing this whole list. I was like, I got one in the possible. I got this in the possible.
Word.
Busta, for me, it was Extinction Level Event was the one that was the closest for me, just because it had a lot of songs for me personally, and it had the big crossover with Janet. The What's It Gonna Be? Even though even though for me that's one of his weaker songs for me personally, and I still love it. It's still a great song, but like that.
I love that.
That bust him really through. Like that was a huge one for him.
I agree with you. That was a big breakthrough album. That was like, that was a big album when I was a kid that I would listen to. My mom hated it, but I fuck with that.
Give me some more, baby.
Yeah,
like
that was my shit. This used to scare the shit out of me. That music video.
When he was the little blue devil,
dude. Oh my god! I was like, ah. But but yeah, I mean, I'm saying one.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah, one on the pot.
I'm saying one at least.
Definitely.
Number 11, we have Denzel Curry. I'm gonna say no.
That's all you need to say.
Yeah,
yep,
you got it.
And then number 12, we have one of the craziest names on this list. We have Drake.
Recency bias.
It has to be
recency bias. Beef bias. Kendrick bias. West Coast. Whatever you want to call. All the things, bro. Just because he took a L this year does not mean that a career is just lost. Nigga has classics.
Fucking bandwagoners.
You see what I'm saying?
You're just hopping on the wagon right now with this, man.
That's wild, bro. That's some wild shit.
Take Care. Nothing was the same.
Yeah, bro.
Despite everything that happened, too.
Come on, man.
Take Care is still my favorite album.
It's fucking amazing.
It's still my favorite.
Oh man.
That's absurd.
Yeah, I think he has a strong case for adding. Well, no, I was about to say it's like it just depends, because if you view it as a mixtape, then that's different. But
so far gone, or
no, not so far gone. But that is a classic tape. But if you're reading this,
it's too late.
Oh my god, this shit was just crazy. It's like, you see what I'm saying?
I remember
like,
when it came out. I remember the night it came out,
bro.
Views a classic to you guys?
100%. To me. But I'm not mad when people argue against it, because I understand. You
I'm on the other side of you, but I feel the exact same way.
Yeah,
I'd never argue someone who thinks Views is a classic. You got that.
Those two really, I don't know, bro. Like, it was something, and maybe that's a part of, like, when you're outside during that time, like, cause like just being like single, you know what I mean? Me and the boys, and a Drake project drops, and it's like, oh my god, and then you hear it everywhere in the cars and the clubs.
That like it triggers shit in you too, because you're thinking different. Because like you said, you a single dude, you out there. He's saying fly shit.
Word.
Like it's
just hitting different. Like it's yeah. Those were really big moments when they drop that are, like, for me, untouchable.
And this was like early 20s for us.
Yeah,
for me and Mark. So like it was in that era of us outside.
Yeah, outside, bro.
Like, imagine the run of So Far Gone, Thank Me Later, which no one even talks about. Thank Me Later. To me, that's a classic for me personally.
Sure.
So we're 2 for 2. Take Care. Nothing was the same. If you're reading this, it's too late. What a Time to Be Alive.
Brother,
Views, More Life, Scorpion.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
And then he dropped the Care Package. And then he dropped the Dark Lane demo, which low key classic.
Bro,
Like,
I fuck with Dark Lane Demoss. So
Come
much.
on, man.
That shit got me through the pandemic.
Not you.
Oh my god. That shit was hard, bro.
Yeah, Drew reading through that catalog. Yeah, come on, guys.
Let me
It's
remind
heavy.
everyone, he was
heavy,
that
bro.
dude, and he's
heavy.
like, come on.
To the 2.4% of who voted for Drake, like, out of here, man.
Yeah, you wild, bro.
Lock yourself in a room and go listen to Honestly Nevermind. It's a great album. That's a classic, all right? I ain't even joking either. I
I
love that
fuck
album.
with that shit too.
Number 13, we got Jay Electronica. You know what? No.
He only has one album.
But
Yeah.
if you want to keep Exhibit C in the Hall of Fame
That's
of
an absolute
hip hop
classic.
songs, keep that there. But anything else,
Like I like Jay Electronica, but dude has one album and it's not a classic. It's like a
Absolutely
history lesson. So calm down.
Nah, that wasn't it, bro.
The next
oh,
the
shit.
next two are insane to me.
Number
too.
14, we have a Lil Wayne.
Of course he has.
Come on, guys.
Of course he does. That doesn't make sense.
The Carter
The first
2.
three Carters are classics.
That's I didn't really listen to the first Carter, but like the second one started to kind of like get into. Hands down, the third is for sure in there. Hall of Fame, all that kind of shit.
One of the
1000%.
greatest rap albums to ever
Word.
be recorded. And
Word.
again, I didn't even like the whole album, but it was undeniable. It was everywhere. And it had something for everybody.
Word.
It's got commercial hits. It's got it all. And what percentage?
2.1.
2.1?
These are just
For
young
the
money.
people who
These are just
voted
young
are
money
deaf?
haters right now.
Like what?
These are just young money haters.
Yeah, bro. Like, don't do that, bro.
God, man.
Nah, that's really wild. Like, you could argue more, but same thing. Like, for me, there's at least one, bro. The rest, whatever you want to do, you want to do. But there is one for sure. It's undeniable, and that's the one. Like for sure.
Yeah, Carter 3 is. And again, I'm not a Wayne fan. I never have been.
Word.
I respect him, but like, come on, man. He gave you 3-peat, Mr. Carter, a milli,
Mm-hmm.
got money, comfortable.
Favorite song on that shit.
you
Yeah, bro.
ever get to the left, to the left. If you want to leave, be
Oh
my
my
guest,
gosh,
you can
bro.
step. He gave you Tie My Hands on the slow, conscious tip. Mrs. Officer. My favorite track, Let the Beat Build, bitch.
Oh yeah,
Nigga, that beat is insane.
What?
crazy.
Shoot Me Down, Lollipop. If there's any, you want to poke a hole in the shit, I guess it's La La. But
Yeah, I hate that song.
like,
I fucking
come
hate that
on,
song.
man. That was a terrible song.
Yeah.
But the album was so good that you don't even think about it. That's how good that album is. It's like, yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Oh shit.
The album's incredible.
And I like to thank Kanye. I'm a
Nigga diesel for sending me the diesel like an F-350.
Take never empty. Damn, everybody in the bank at friendly.
Come on, bro. What?
That's
Like,
crazy. No, that shit is hard.
forget about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that Wayne, yeah, man. That's not a classic. Shut your face.
Fellas,
Yeah.
we have another one with Ludacris.
Stupid
Nah, bro,
people.
Come on, dog.
This is literally the age showing itself and just people not being outside.
Yeah, I think too. What do they know Ludacris for?
As an
So they're
actor.
like, oh,
that
yeah.
one guy
Fear
in
Factor?
the,
right? Like,
He
what
hosts
the
Fear
fuck?
Factor.
that one guy in the
crazy.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, bro. Come on, dog.
Word of Mouth is a classic.
100%.
Red Light District, a classic.
100%.
Back for the First Time is a classic.
100%.
Chicken and beer
Chicken
is a
and beer, bro.
classic.
Don't forget chicken and beer, bro.
Oh.
Like them shits was, bro. He was dropping shit year to year, bro. Like he
And-
was on a run, like it was crazy.
And it's crazy to see Ludacris' name this low on the list. Now, people who are not looking at this list, it's kind of like people who voted more for this artist. But like, yeah, it's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, yeah. I don't really know what that is about. I think that's one of those things, like, you know, like him and LL, and even Busta to a certain extent, are just in a different way. But like, you know, like time hasn't been very friendly to them when it comes to their music. And I don't really know, like, I don't know if you could really get it back or anything, but if you were there, if you know, you know. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I like to, like, make sure, like, I give, you know, like, these niggas their props because it's just like, bro, like, I get it. Like, you only see them as one thing. But, bro, I'm telling you, bro, Ludacris could really rap his ass off, bro. This nigga's got classic albums. He has hit songs. He's got a lot of shit to him that was more than Fast and Furious. Like, bro, Busta Rhymes is more than the Look At Me Now verse. I'm sorry, bro, but like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's all. It's crazy, but like, it is what it is. Like, sometimes, like, I guess, like, you get pigeonholed or whatever, or you get typecast or whatever. But
I think it's what Aries was saying. Like, as far as Fab, right? Ludacris,
for the time.
Yeah, and just like what you just said, it's for the time, right? Like, Luda, the last stuff that he was trying to come out with was, and a lot of his stuff now, like, he won the Grammy for the I just had it pulled up. The Therapy album. Release Therapy.
With Moneymaker.
In 06 with Moneymaker and the Mary J song. Run away, love. Yeah, that's it. Run away. Album was trash.
That ran the 106 in Park countdown for
weeks.
Like,
so you got to go back to now 04, right? Mm-hmm. So, like you said, he was going year after year after year. Back for the first time, 2000, Word of Mouth, 2001, Chicken and Beer, 2003, Red Light District, 2004.
Holy moly.
So that's a hell of a run, right? Then after that, big drop off. Last album was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So when you're going back and listening to all your favorite Luda songs, and I hate to do this to y'all, I hate to do it to myself especially, you going back over 20 years, man. Literally, you're going back over 20 years. That's crazy. I think it's just a matter of, some of the stuff maybe didn't age so gracefully. Like, and I think there's also nothing wrong with, like, bro, there's going to be a point in time that they could have already started it and Nelly's getting ahead of it. Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, Luda, Busta, Fab, all these niggas could go on tour and old heads like me are going to be right there.
Yeah, Millennium.
Hey, whatever whatever you want, bro, I'll go to hear all the hits. I was up there like a little bitch watching Chingy rap, bro. Like, hey, come on, man.
Us too, man.
Like, you think I ain't gonna be out there? Like, you think I ain't gonna be outside for that 2003 feeling again?
Doing the chicken head.
Come on, bro. Like, so I think some of these names, like, they're showing their age, and like we've been saying, and I'm gonna get to it later and more in depth. But like, bro, y'all weren't outside, and that's such a huge part of just the feel. Bro, Luda had niggas like doing their whole music videos different. He had a midget hanging from my necklace. He can't say that nowadays.
That shit was hilarious, yo.
Feel like a little person hanging from my necklace.
His head too.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, damn.
Like, if you played number one spot now, how many kids would understand that?
Nah.
Because it's all Austin Powers. It's like, all the references. It's the beat. Like,
what is that?
But that's what I mean. Like, so of course they're gonna be like, well, no, this guy, I just like you said, I like him from Fast and Furious. Or
why is he wearing so much gold for? What's wrong with
like I don't understand. Why what's this big huge fro flowing around in the like he was, you had to be the you mentioned, right? Like, bro, if they did a 106 in Park tour or something, right?
Damn.
How many kids now though are like, what the fuck is 106 in Park?
Right.
I don't want to go to the park. Like, what are you talking about? What's BET? Like,
right, honestly.
What's a music video? Like, what are you talking about? And that was a time when all of that mattered, and it drove the numbers, and it made you who you were. And Ludacris was a staple of that. So, like, to say, like, oh, no, he ain't got no classics. Like, nah, bro, you weren't even a fucking idea. Ask your mom and dad who were fucking the Ludacris lovers and friends if that nigga got a classic.
Exactly.
All right? Now get the fuck out of my face and go do some homework.
Next up on the list, we have Andre 3000.
He doesn't have an album.
He doesn't have an album.
Like, how is that? Like, what are we talking about?
That is a joint album, right? The speaker box and the low below.
Yes, but the T is The T is that they both wanted to drop solo albums.
Yeah.
And the label did not allow them to because obviously they know like they will make money as if we drop an Outkast album. We're not going to make money as Big Boy or 3 Stacks. So they forced them to put the albums together, and that is what we got.
Yep. And which is why it's labeled as an Outkast album. Yep.
And that's why they have the slash right in between it because they named the albums what they wanted to name it. Now, if you're playing some funky, like some funny business, and you're saying that technically is just his album, then it is a classic. But
I got no argument.
I mean, it's written in the books that it's not. So then, okay, sure, by technicality. Yeah. But if that shit if you consider that an album, oh yeah, 100%. That shit is crazy.
I'm not trusting these people's
the
opinion
love
of what's
below.
an album or not. So.
Yeah.
So again, they're wrong one way or another.
Right.
So next up, we have ASAP Rocky.
ASAP.
I'm gonna say at least one.
I got 3.
ASAP, 100%.
And I can argue 2.
Yeah,
Long Live ASAP.
Long Live ASAP.
That's my one.
See, I have
that's
testing as well.
So Long Live ASAP though is technically a tape.
You
so
right.
That's what I was gonna say.
But I also have At Long Last ASAP.
I'm sorry, Live Love ASAP is the tape.
That was one with Purple with Peso and all that. Yeah, that's a
exactly.
Tape. No, that's the first album is what I'm talking
Live,
about. Long Live is a record, and that
100%,
bruh.
Yeah,
his crazy.
That one At Long Last ASAP and Testing. I got all 3 of those as classics, but I'm a Rocky fan.
I'm with you, bro.
So
I'm with you. Cause like that, nah, bro, those are good projects, bro.
Yeah,
like he really put some
that's
shit
why
together.
for me, I think the discussion's interesting about him versus Drake, because I think at this point in time, it's the right time for ASAP to be taking that shot, and to kind of maybe like, hey, nigga, I'm gonna step on your head to push myself up even further now with my billionaire wife and 2 kids.
Right.
Like,
Fuck it. Yeah.
ASAP got classics, man. Y'all chill out.
So next up, we have The Game. Y'all got me fucked up.
Bro, you go on this one.
I have 2 classics and 1 can be argued.
Ooh, what's your argument?
Jesus Piece is my argument.
And
that might just be fan favorite, bias here talking. But I think there's an argument there. Now, the first 2 albums are classics to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't think the first 2 are classics? Slap yourself.
Yeah, there shouldn't really be a discussion for the first 2. I think, you know what I mean? Like, it should be a unanimous, like, you see what I'm saying? I will argue Jesus Piece all day.
That shit was cold to me, man.
That shit was.
And it was kind of like later into his career, and like, yeah, that shit was still hitting.
Yeah, bro. Like, I feel like that was, shit, like when the Warriors was winning back in the day, and then they randomly got that shit in 2022. That was Jesus Piece. Because I was like, oh my God, Jesus Piece goes hard, bro. I love that album, bro. Yeah. Bro, that was, oh my goodness.
That's a dope ass comparison.
That's a great analogy.
That's great.
That's a perfect analogy right there.
The last 2 we have Royce the 5'9".
Y'all got it.
No.
Y'all got it, man.
No, y'all.
Like
what is
Royce,
it? Bad meets evil?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, I mean, no, because a couple years ago, like Booker Ryan was a huge deal.
There's some shit there. Now there's some shit on that album I love.
Yeah, Booker Ryan was a real big deal. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's not for me, bro.
I know, man. I know.
Yeah. I like him more in Slaughterhouse, anyways.
I was about to say that.
Like, I'm a Slaughterhouse guy more than Royce.
Man, that cipher was crazy.
Nigga, when Slaughterhouse was announced, I bought the magazine that had the cover on with them on it. That double XL, I bought that. I was so happy.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy. But like, nah, it's not for me.
That didn't last well. And then last on this list we have Young Thug.
Okay. Listen, I understand. Okay, so like, he's got a lot of tapes. So maybe people miss when he actually had albums and when the transition actually happened. I'm telling you right now for sure he has a classic album. 1000%. So
much fun.
Mm-hmm. That shit had the world in shambles. Well, at least my world. That shit.
The Supmate comes on right now, and I'll get up and start jumping around in here, bro.
That it's crazy, bro.
Pussy
like
ass nigga. That type of day. Nah,
I'm telling you,
I'm
bro.
with Mark.
That's the one. That is 100% the one. If you don't know, you have to listen to it. Like that is
the red or the green version. It don't matter. Just listen to one.
The deluxe, whatever you want to do. Like it has songs throughout the whole shit that, like niggas rapping his ass off. This nigga's fucking around. Nigga's silly. He got some hard shit on there. Like it's crazy. So much fun. It's a classic. 1000%. There's a lot that's not. I'm gonna be honest, but 1000%. Like that is certified.
Okay.
There you go.
Anything from you, Drew?
Nah, I'm in full. The only other one that I had from Thug was more of like it was what you call it? It was Slime Language 2, but that's more of like a collab as YSL as a whole. So I ain't really count that, but I'm with So Much Fun. I love that album, man. That album is properly titled, man. That album's fun as a motherfucker.
I know, man. I love it.
So that's Hip Hop Numbers on Instagram. They posted that. If you guys want to, troll their ass for this list, go ahead.
Please do, man.
Yeah, please do.
Gosh,
raise hell. So the next list, we have another Rolling Stones list, guys. I feel like we are known for doing these Rolling Stones list on this podcast, but they be pulling out some wild shit sometimes. And this list is another wild shit list right here.
Yep.
They put out greatest R&B songs of the 21st century. And again, like we did with the video games ones, we're just gonna pick and talk about some of these songs in here in this list because they did put out 100 songs, and we'll just talk through them.
And this is my fault because I saw the list and I sent it and requested that we talk about it. But like I gotta say, like man, like, all right, we gotta stop talking about these shits, man. These people are fucking nuts, man.
Yeah.
Like I was telling bro beforehand, right, that I did a little bit. I looked up the staff and the writers the panel who came up with this, and half of them look like they aren't even old enough to have been outside, like to have been outside on a level of like you said, like riding around listening to something. Where it hits different.
Yeah.
In the moment, right? Then you have old white men commenting on it whose biggest pieces of work for writing for Rolling Stone or other outlets are their coverage of country music or alternative music or anything but R&B music. The other couple of women who are writing are more pop-based and country-based. The African-American women who are writing on it are, from what I can tell, and it might just be because they're writing for Rolling Stone, it's mainly a lot of pop stuff. It's a lot of neo-soul stuff. It's a lot of niche stuff, or it's just flat out telling you why Beyonce is the greatest musician of all time ever. We don't have like our peers chiming in on this shit. And this is the biggest music publication in the world. It's putting out these lists like it's gospel or something, or they're just doing it as like flat out clickbait. The crazy part to me was the fact that like I read these, right, because I'm stupid, and it says to make our list of the 100 greatest R&B songs of the 21st century, Rolling Stone convened a panel of staffers and critics with deep knowledge of the genre. We spent less time debating what R&B was than letting our taste guide us to music we couldn't live without, from massive hits to lesser-known gems. They also mentioned the fact that this one really pissed me off and really made me not even want to read the whole list. R&B and the indie music underground used to exist on different planets. And it's funny because we got into this earlier with the SoundCloud stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Today's innovators like Frank Ocean, Childish Gambino, and Solange, by the way, all of which who have been at it for like well over 10 years by now. What? Today's innovators like Frank Ocean, Childish Gambino, and Solange are beloved by the mass audience and the hipsterati alike. So they're saying they get love from the underground, from the mainstream, from everybody, right? Then they follow it with this. Similarly, the music's most towering figures, such as Beyonce and Rihanna, can maintain their status as megastars, which they mistyped as MAGA. I can't even make that up.
Whoa.
Yeah, can maintain their status as megastars without sacrificing their identity as R&B royalty. So listen to that, right? Beyonce and Rihanna can maintain their megastar status while not sacrificing their identity as R&B. Beyonce just released a country album that won Album of the Year.
Yes.
Rihanna ain't released an album in a minute. But check the follow-up that they did on this. And I'm going to say it again. Similarly, the music's most towering figures, such as Beyonce and Rihanna, can maintain their status as megastars without sacrificing their identity as R&B royalty, striking a balance that was nearly impossible to attain for Michael Jackson or Whitney Houston in their heyday.
They're saying that they didn't.
They're saying that Beyonce, that an artist like Beyonce did not have to sacrifice her identity as an R&B singer and managed to satisfy the underground, the mainstream, kept everybody happy, while Michael and Whitney struggled to do that.
Wow.
Striking a balance that was nearly impossible to attain for Michael Jackson or Whitney Houston, even in their heydays.
Okay, so
they're saying Michael at his popularity, who didn't go make a country album, or an album in any other genre for that matter, wasn't able to walk the balance and the line that Beyonce is in the artist.
Okay, so first off, there's so many things. The first thing is
so much. Dog.
I think that this is what I will give credit for. I think that Beyonce's contributions to R&B are so great that if she wants to put out a country album and a house album, she can do that shit because she's by far earned it. Because she's given R&B music since she was a teenager. Mm-hmm. Rihanna, like I get it, like she's a megastar, sure, but like her contributions to R&B, if we really pull up the list,
I don't know about R&B,
bro, like I would not call her an R&B superstar. That sounds, I'm sorry, but like that sounds kind of like, hey, that's a black girl that sings. Let's throw her in the R&B category.
I think of her more as poppy,
1,000%,
kind of. But like, I don't look at her for like my power ballads and shit like that.
Right, and like, I don't think, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying like she never, like she for sure had that label of like an R&B singer.
Well,
but
and she has R&B songs too.
Yeah. But that's different. Like that's not
like
that. I don't think that. I think it seems lazy to me because like you just like, okay, these are two of the biggest black ladies that sang some R&B. So like let's kind of like put that out there. I don't think that you should attach her with Beyonce's name. Beyonce, when it comes to R&B. If you're gonna have that conversation, you got to get somebody else.
Well, whoever.
And you're trying to make a point.
Whoever they mention, though.
It seems dumb to me. Yeah. Now the Michael shit, I think people don't understand. Like Michael Jackson was making R&B music and it became pop. He wasn't out here making pop music and then it was like also by a black man. This nigga did what he wanted. This nigga sang how he wanted. He danced how he wanted.
Michael could have done a country album if he wanted to.
He could have did whatever the fuck he wanted, and it was gonna be pop because that nigga was the biggest on the fucking planet. And he's, you see what I'm saying? Like he still has an impact today. I don't. It doesn't make any sense. Like for me, like
thank you.
It doesn't really seem like anyone's really got like a pulse on what really the culture is. You see what I'm saying?
And this is how they're leading you into an article telling you about the top 100 R&B songs of the past 25 years. They're giving you this intro, and they're telling you you should go and read about these 100 songs that we're going to review that were the ones that are telling you about like that. Right. Are you going to read this with confidence? Are you even going to want to read it at this point?
Right. It doesn't make any sense. And then you've already stated that this is really like based off of our taste, and we're so-called curators.
It's totally subjective.
So I get subjective.
The groundwork that you laid, you're saying it's okay. Well, it's the way that it made us feel. Like,
what does that even mean?
Yeah.
And what is your exposure to the music if when you pull out their cards?
That's what I mean.
It's like,
when you read some of the descriptions, brother, it sounds like AI almost in some of them.
Word. Oh, they use chat.
Wild.
Hey, talk about Solange. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Give me a quick review on Jill Scott: A Long Walk. Like,
what are we talking about right now? You see what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't even make any sense, bro.
And so Beyonce and Rihanna are two big names that they mentioned, right? I think Beyonce's on here like 4 times.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Rihanna's on here, I think, once or twice. Frank's on there once. Like it's the list is upset. Pretty Ricky is on here as much as Rihanna is, I believe.
Oh my god.
Pretty Ricky, B2K, and Rihanna have the same
it's
representation.
5 a.m. That shit is
It's one of the top 100 R&B songs in the last 25 years. Is what it is.
Something, so I put it on this list.
It made you feel something.
It made me feel something.
Yeah, it made you feel something.
I like this song.
All right, go ahead.
We ready to go, man?
Yeah, I got it off, man. I know that I send all these lists, but like, man, I can't. This one finally broke me because there's few things that I feel confident talking about just off the top. Sports is one of them. I'll argue any sport on earth all day. Another one's music. I love this shit, man. Right. I love it. I care about it. It makes me feel a whole lot. So when I look at this list and I start getting in the middle of it, and then I'm like, well, this is some bullshit. And then I just say, you know what? I'm going to just check out on the list, and I'm going to just look up who wrote it. And I want to see what they're saying about other stuff and see if I can get a feel of if they were outside, if they got the feel of driving with the windows down. You know what I mean? And the green ion and shit.
Sure.
And it's very clear in this list that they don't, because then you see Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married at 43. And it's like, that's crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
That's crazy that The Weeknd, Wicked Games is ahead of that. Like, that's crazy that, you know, like, it just, that Soul Sister from Belial, which is great and was in an amazing WNBA commercial, is ahead of that. And one of Mark's favorite one-hit wonders, Estelle American Boy, is ahead of that. Yeah. Ahead of Let's Get Fucking Married, which is played at every goddamn wedding on earth since it came out, man.
But if you were to ask a white, what song would you rather hear, American Boy or Let's Get Married?
Apparently, they'd rather hear Carl Thomas, I Wish, because that's ahead of Let's Get Married, too.
That's wild. I love that song, too. But there's
no
shade
of Carl Thomas.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, you got to pay homage. You see what I'm saying? Like, nah. Go ahead.
So the boss man of The Office randomly got two white people, I'm guessing, and then they just told him, hey, make a list of 100 songs, and this is what they got, guys.
Wild times, man.
Number 99, we got B2K, Bump, Bump, Bump.
Incredible.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought we were off to a great start when I started reading it. I was like, okay, B2, bump, bump, bump. Nigga, I didn't even know y'all knew about this.
Word.
I'm shouting this out because Ryan Leslie's on here at number 98. I love the respect that Ryan Leslie's getting. That's about it. But
okay.
Again, but it seems like we're heading in the right direction, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Leslie.
They got nice, brother. Shout out Cassie. Now, number 97, we have Avant, Making Good Love. What a song. But 97. 96. 95, we got some Tank here. Yeah. So number 94, we have Jeremiah and J. Cole, Planes. Come on now. What the fuck are we doing here? Planes?
Okay.
That
Hoodie, I'm going to ask you.
Planes?
What's the bigger song, Planes or We? There's no we without you and
I
I
think objectively, I think that Planes is biggie.
Okay.
I remember because like I liked Planes, it was cool.
Yeah.
But We was the one for me.
We
But
felt commercially bigger to me.
But I think that sounds like a girl bias. Because I know a lot of girls that fuck with, they used to play that Planes like crazy.
Right
like that was a real girl anthem. So maybe that's why. You know what I mean? Maybe considering all the
telling
women
me
on
that the
planet?
girls was out there saying dick so big it's like a foot is in your mouth?
100%. I was like,
I just did that to get bro to laugh.
Oh shit.
That's wild.
I'm surprised by this one. Number 91, Khalid on the way with Black and Ty Dolla $ign. I'm kind of surprised to see that.
Yeah, I don't think that should be on the list. That's a great song though.
That to be his only song on the list.
That's crazy. Cause I would say Location.
I would even. I like the teenage what you call the young wild kid. Yeah,
young dumb and broke.
Like that like song is. I like that better than I mean on the way.
Like on the way is cool. Like I just on the top 100. That shouldn't really sniff it. I feel okay. I'm sorry because there's gonna be too many feelings. You keep going.
Dude, I'm saying that's what I'm telling you. It's a maddening list, bro.
Yeah. Number 90, we got Bobby Valentino. Slow down. Shout out to that song.
Word.
We got 89. We got 3LW.
This was a big
No
one.
More.
Yep.
Like it.
86 was stunning.
Lucky Day. Summer Walker. Number 86, we have 112. Peaches and Cream. That's kind of crazy.
Well, it's crazier to me that, again, if I remember correctly, the only 112 song on here.
Damn.
Granted, like Cupid was before the time, but like Peaches and Cream, nothing else. You couldn't put like You Already Know, Anywhere, nothing.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Yeah. Just Peaches and Cream at old 86.
That's crazy.
Let me tell you what I want to do. I just had to say that shit. My bad. Oh, shit. Next up at 85, we got Ella Tatum with Boot Up. Shout out JT, man. I see you doing your thing on and off the court.
Bro, stop.
What?
Ella Tatum.
What?
He just want to do that to get Jason to get some Celtics talk on here, man. Yeah. Don't trip. You see the man cave sign. Don't trip. You already know why he did that, man.
Oh, 83 at Lloyd U.
Okay.
Fantastic.
That's hard.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that song.
82, we got Drake's Marvin Rooms. Oh, Marvin's Room. Sorry.
Which is crazy. Like, that's the one. Like, that's...
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Let's see what's next. 80. I don't know what that shit is.
What is it?
Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. It's like a...
Yeah.
You know, it's a group out of New York, actually, I believe. But it's like an old... They kind of... It kind of has like Amy Winehouse vibes.
Word.
The group does. I have a couple of their songs on here. To be in the top 100, to be ahead of Bump, 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 slap yourself.
Shout out India Irie at 79,
Yeah,
brown
man.
skin.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the biggest surprise entrance is 78 for me.
78, we got Hot on the Hotline with Pretty Ricky. 78.
That seems wrong.
78.
Ahead of Peaches and Cream.
Yeah, ahead of Bobby Valentino.
78. The one and only what's this dude's name? What's the main dude in this group?
Pleasure P.
This man carrying this song. Pleasure P basically is number 78.
That's wild.
Fuck. Number 76 we got.
That's where I stopped my number 2.
You're like, that's it.
I said I'm not gonna write down any more of these shits. I'm just gonna go through it with you.
Number 76 we got
crazy.
Cisco Incomplete. Nice.
Criminally
That's
underrated.
Yeah.
That
Way
is
too low.
like, and I can't stand that song. I was a sophomore or a junior when that song came out. It was on nonstop. All the girls in the halls were singing it in between class. I hate that song.
Oof,
76.
I love that song.
That's crazy to me, man. It's a great song.
Mm-hmm.
74, we had T-Pain, Buy You a Drink. 74, though. Damn.
Right behind Bryson Tiller Exchange.
That seems off.
I was about to say, I was like,
This whole fucking
Seems
thing is off, man.
yeah, 73, we got Bryson Tiller.
Okay, Exchange is a big
Exchange.
song though. That's a big one.
I didn't know this would be on here. We got 72 at Amy Winehouse. Tears Dry on Their Own.
Anything Amy's good with me, but again,
Yeah,
I don't know nothing about it.
great song though.
right in front of her though.
We got Ray J, One Wish at 71.
And wait till you see the song that's ahead of it.
We got Tiana Taylor, Gonna Love Me at 70.
I love that song.
I really do.
But
I
One
really
Wish,
do, bro.
The impact
really
of
do,
One
bro.
Wish.
Incomplete. Cisco.
I got my nieces and nephews bumping One Wish. We just sang it on karaoke Saturday.
Tiana
Yeah,
Taylor's
bro.
most known for getting cheated on by Iman Shumpert and bouncing her ass in the Fade video, bro. No disrespect.
Yeah, it's a great song. It really is. It's a great song.
Great production
I love
by
that.
Kanye.
Yeah, I love that album. I don't
Facts.
think that it needs to be anywhere near
The top
this
100,
whole, bro. Like,
let alone ahead
this
of
is
One Wish.
what number was it?
Bro, we're only on 70.
70.
This is 70. This should be 370 of the fucking. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, you're talking about 25 years of R&B. That shit shouldn't be sniffing it.
Nah, Tiana
Like,
Ta-
respectfully, like
Tiana Taylor definitely way better than 112.
So
man.
That's
They play-
crazy,
like
bro.
for y'all, this
That's
is starting
wild.
when y'all were what, like 8, 9 years old, right? So like we're going
I
back
was
to
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The furthest back they have list is 99. So
Oh, okay.
99 is the date.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's wild, bro.
Number 69, we have Bed. I think they did that on the. I think they meant to do that. They're trying to be funny here.
They trying to
It's like, hey, how about we put a Jay Holiday Bed on
They had
69?
a nigga that looked like Weird Al that was like, oh, what if we put Bed on 69?
You know they did.
Nah, nigga.
So Calvin, that's genius. Do it. That's amazing. Do it. Number 68. What the hell is this doing here? We got
Bruh, come on.
Sierra and Petey Pablo with Goodies at 68.
Hey,
Goodies?
I will edit it myself. I want the footage of this pod so I can make a cut of all Mark's reactions to Snake's
Goodies?
reactions to these
Bro,
songs.
bro,
He's
that's-
so disgusted, bro.
That's disrespectful, bro.
Goodies?
That's disrespectful to R&B.
Hey, spoiler
Bro.
alert! Spoiler alert!
It gets
It's
worse.
not Sierra's last time on the list.
Oh my god, bro! Like, what are you talking about, bro? That's not even. Oh my god.
I don't want to go down
ahead,
no more.
bro.
I'll go for you for a little
That's
bit.
wild.
All right, I'll give you
Alright.
some rapid fires. We got 67. Ari Lennox, Whipped Cream.
Wow. There's
Number
there's way better songs of Ari Lennox. I just gotta
Number
say that.
six.
guys.
There's way better songs, and it shouldn't.
I don't think it should be on here.
Number
But
66. Again, should have been littered all over this list. Joe. I wanna know.
oh my god.
One of
66?
the songs that taught me how to treat a woman, okay,
Oh my god.
was Joe. I wanna know.
Oh my
66. Let's go. 65. We were just speaking about him earlier. It's gonna be and to the people who voted on this shit, 65 is Outkast, Prototype.
Okay.
I love that song. Shouldn't be anywhere near this list.
Yeah.
Her, Every Kind of Way.
Nice.
Mooney Long, Hours and Hours.
No way.
Number
bro.
63, my brother. Number 62. I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need you, but I want
Can't stand y'all niggas, man.
Bro, that's.
No way.
Number 61, Mario, Just a Friend.
Just a
You thought I was
Friend.
gonna say Let Me Love You, and your head was gonna explode. 61, Just a Friend. It shouldn't be on the list. Like I just mentioned, Sierra, Body Party, number
What?
60.
Get the fuck out of here. All right.
The best part of that song is Future. Boop,
Yeah.
boop, 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 boop. Come on, man. What the fuck are we doing here?
59.
This shit is so cold.
59, Ashanti, Happy. That's a great song.
Yes.
58, Maya, Case of the X. Great song.
Shout out Maya being on
58,
here.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
57, Criminally Low.
Keisha Cole
Keisha
Love.
Cole, Love. Arguably top 10.
The impact that this song has had,
Bruh.
The song is what, 20 years old?
Did you see the clip? It was 2005. Yes, sir.
The song is 20 years old. The song,
generations, brother.
2 decades of that song.
Kids are.
I guarantee.
Still goes.
When is the I love my bro. I used to have a crush. I had a crush on a lot of people, but like I used to have a crush on Maya. So she is so fine today too. But case of the, I don't remember the last time I even, bro. Like what? And it's next to Love. That is crazy, bro. What?
There was a clip that went out in the last month or so because Keisha Cole's out on tour right now, I believe with
Usher.
No,
Neo. Is it the
no,
Neo
wasn't it
tour?
Maxwell?
Maybe it is Maxwell.
Or
It's with
somebody?
It's with someone.
Yeah.
But it was when the crowd was singing Love. And that's what it was. Usher was there. And Usher stopped him in the crowd singing. And she starts crying and shit.
Come on.
And again, I love this artist. I love this song. 56, Monica, So Gone.
Oh,
Not better than Love.
Bro.
For now, I might just count songs that aren't better than Love. 55, Lil Mo featuring Fabulous, Forever. Again, Superwoman is the move there. And it's not better than Love. Neither is Tamia, Stranger in My House.
Wow.
Wait, that's the Tamia joint thing? Oh, well. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Officially Missing You would like a word. So again, I think this is the game that we can play for now. I'd like to switch up the way we're doing this. Stop me when we get a song that's better than Love. By
Let's
Keisha
do
Cole.
it.
Word.
So 50, that was, by the way, let me just get it proper. I think it was 59 or 60 or something, which is fucking 57 was Keisha Cole Love, okay? Let's see how far we can get. So we're at 53, which is going to be Jaheim Put That Woman
Shout
First.
out Jaheim. God damn.
Great song, but no.
No.
Floetry, Say Yes.
No.
Next. Tyrese, How You Gonna Act Like That?
Woo, what a song.
Not even Tyrese's best song, though.
No.
Not
No,
even
that-
Tyrese's
not-
top 3.
That's not in his top 3.
Not even
and
top
it's
3,
not
maybe
better
not
than
even
Love.
top 5.
That's not better than Love.
What a
Here
song,
I'm
though.
loading up my next page here. And we've got The Internet, Special Affair. Nope. Jill Scott, Long Walk.
No.
Nope. Hold on. We're loading. There we go. We have got, okay, this one made me upset because they chose the wrong Raphael Sadiq song. Raphael Sadiq featuring D'Angelo Be Here. No.
Shout out, Raphael.
Steve Lacy, Bad Habit. No.
That shit just came out.
Tweet. Featuring
Tweet
Missy.
what?
Oops, oh my.
Get the fuck out of here. Stop fucking playing, bro. Bro.
Childish Gambino, Redbone.
Nah, it's not better than Love, bro.
That should be higher, though, I think.
Okay, now here we go.
No, I'm with you.
Now
It's
here's
not
an
better than Love.
argument. Here's our first real challenger. Keisha was 57. Now we're at 43. Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married.
Yeah.
Now that's a heavyweight matchup that should not be happening between 43 and 57.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Both of these should be top 20, top 10.
Yeah.
That's insane.
100%.
The Weeknd, Wicked Games.
Fuck that.
This is a good one. This is an underrated one for me. Personal
Ooh.
preference, Neo, So Sick.
Ooh. Nice.
That's I would argue that should be top 20.
That's in the same kind of like
That's a 25.
That's a heavy hitter,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
outside for it.
Yeah.
Music, Soul Child, Love.
Okay, shout out music.
Huge
I
one.
I
That's a
really
huge one.
I really love music. Music is Music Soul Child is one of my favorite artists, like R&B.
Nice, brother.
I also think he has better songs. I feel like
Yes.
I feel like he has songs that could also be on this list, and I feel like Love should drop lower.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Bilal, Soul Sister, mentioned earlier. Kanye and Estelle and Kanye, forgive me. 37, Snow Allegra, I Want You Around.
Wow.
That's a great song, bro.
Love Snow, though.
That's a great song.
37.
Recency bias?
Yeah, because that should be a good like 541st. Like I respectfully, I love that song.
Love Snow.
I love that song. But
Okay, here with Carl Thomas, 35. I wish that feels so high, even though it's a great song. Genuine Differences.
Oof. That's a top 25,
that's
baby.
a top 15er because if you were
Higher.
outside when it came out,
Higher.
this is another one that I hate because they beat you over the head with it.
This song reminds me of my big brother Zeus and his friends. They bumped this shit in the garage. This shit's crazy.
That must have been when I wasn't around because then, oh
You
my
said
god,
I was not.
nah,
around.
I'm playing.
Oh,
It was,
God.
but it's a monster.
Yeah, that's a crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, Fantasia. When I See You,
okay.
monster song as well.
That's catching a lot of,
Yeah.
the
That's
younger
another
crowd
one like
too.
Love, where a lot of people will sing the shit out of that. Like
That's a classic.
That's a huge one.
Oh,
A Marie, One Thing,
shout out Anne Marie
a
though.
little bit high for me
little-
at 32.
yes.
I don't think it should be. I
But
don't think it should be 32. But I'm not mad.
higher or lower?
It needs to be lower.
Agreed.
I think it needs to be lower. I think you could. You know what? I'm okay with his and being on the list.
Yeah,
I don't know about
okay.
32.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the name, yeah. I love
But
seeing
on the
name
list, I could argue that you have. I would say Why Don't We Fall in Love should make the list before One Thing. I think Why Don't We Fall in Love is crazy R&B song, way greater.
How do you feel about Rihanna Needed Me?
What the fuck?
Get the fuck out of here.
How do you feel about The Dream, Falsetto?
Falsetto at number 30?
Falsetto 30.
I think that's like 50, maybe outside the 50.
I think it should be
Yeah.
on the list, but I think it should be like in the 80s,
I would say 80s, maybe 70s.
something like that.
30.
Maybe.
But I
30
don't. That's
is
not even my
insane.
favorite by him
That's
in
what I'm
that
saying,
time.
bro. Like,
That's my third from him because I still like Shawty is the shit without Fabulous, by the way, and I love your girl.
yeah, I love your girls.
Silk Sonic, Leave the Door Open.
I think
That feels like recency bias. I don't even think that
100%.
should be on the list.
No,
Uh,
that's crazy.
Oh.
Chris Brown, Yo.
28.
The disrespect is real.
That's a 10, baby. That's a top 10.
Yeah, I would say top 15.
Wow.
Top 15 for sure.
Beyonce, 1+1.
Why
Yep.
don't I even know what that is?
You're asking the wrong one.
1
Yeah.
plus 1.
26, Jasmine Sullivan, Pick Up Your Feelings.
Whoa, hold up. That's the first Beyonce song?
That's the first Beyonce
Like,
song.
I feel bad now.
First
'cause, like,
Rihanna
what the
was
fuck is that?
31. First Beyonce was 27, and that's who they used as their two examples to combat staying true to the art versus Michael and Whitney.
And you're going to give me 1+1.
So you're going to give me some fucking deep cut? What the fuck is 1 plus 1? How come I...
25,
What the
way
fuck?
too high for me. Usher, You Don't Have to Call. Despite it being a bop and a classic.
Yeah, but top R&B, 100 R&B. Bro, Usher has
We'll get there.
8701.
No, we'll get there. Don't worry.
That's crazy.
24, Alicia Keys, You Don't Know My Name. I honestly feel like that's about properly rated.
I fuck with
Yeah.
that.
It's my favorite Alicia song. I'm mad that Diary wasn't on here.
Word.
But I think that's like the first one that I've seen on the list. I'm like, feels about right.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson, All For You.
I'm not surprised to see this song on here.
Fuck off my list. 22 is maybe my favorite song on the list that I'm shocked is on here. Sir, John Redcorn.
But
I'm shocked they even know about it, if I'm being honest.
but then to have it that high.
22?
22.
Had a Keisha Cole Love and Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married.
That's crazy.
21.
21, Cater to You, Destiny's Child.
Love it.
I'm with that.
Absolutely
I'm with
love
that.
it.
I would actually probably move it up, honestly.
Wow.
I would move it up.
I
Cater to
definitely
You
move
is
it
on
ahead
there.
of number 20. Michael Jackson, You Rock My World. I feel like that was just them putting Mike on the list.
I
they gotta throw
expected
Michael in
expected
there.
this song not this high though, but I fuck with this song though.
Yeah, I love this song, but this is a
Top 20 though?
This is a 70 to 100.
19 for me
Holy
is recency biased, but
Yeah.
I could move it into like the top 15, and against the right songs, I could argue it maybe top 10. Snooze by SZA.
19.
No.
Yeah, I get it too. I get it. I
with
get
the-
why.
With a 3-year date on it.
I get
Yo,
why.
I think that Snooze is a great song. Snooze is fire, bro. I feel like in Probably because that just came out 3 years ago.
Yep.
I feel like in another 2 years, like it is a certified classic.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it starts to creep up on people's lists as like, you know what I mean, on a list like this. SZA has 2 songs for sure that are greater than that song that are not on this list. I don't think that she should not have a song in the top 20 for the last 25 years, and it's not those songs.
Solange, Cranes in the Sky?
Fuck out of here.
Top 20, bro?
I
18.
respect
Bro.
Solange, though.
No, Solange is fucking fire, bro. That's what's
outta
fucked
here.
up. It's like, you know what? I'm a just go out here on a limb and say that this is racial. And they did this for minorities to turn on minorities. They got black people disrespecting these black artists on purpose because Solange is dope. And a lot of these niggas is dope. These niggas is dope as hell. But like, if you're talking about the greatest 100
Bro,
in the
how
last
do you-
25,
how
bro,
do you
this
feel-
shouldn't even be up there.
How do you feel about Tony Braxton?
I love Tony Braxton.
I love this
How do you
song.
feel about He Wasn't Man Enough for me? Because that's number 17.
I don't love it that much.
I love it, but not even.
That song's not man enough. The
Number
song,
16 is a good call.
okay.
I'll give you this one.
Oh.
Maxwell, Pretty Wings.
Ooh.
Beautiful song.
Top 20 for sure.
There we go.
Top 20 for sure.
How about Aaliyah Rock the Boat?
Ooh.
No.
See, for me, that's a hard no. A hard no.
No.
I think that's a pop song for one, more than an
Is-
R&B song, and
Is
it's not. I think Takeaway with her, with Genuine and Missy and them should have been on here
oh my
above
gosh,
that.
what a song.
I feel like
I feel
Come
like
Back
it's a-
in One Piece could have been like, I don't
No, I feel like it's a vibe. You
It's
know
a
what I mean?
vibe, but, like-
That's a classic, like, I feel like that's like a, you know what I mean? Like a classic black, like, hey, we're going to get up and kind of like two-step a little bit, you know, kind of groove a little bit.
Does 1 in a Million, like, does it meet
that's
that?
96.
Early.
Oh, it's
Too
too early.
early.
It's 96.
Okay.
But it post 99, you still have Try Again, right? Or is that 98?
I'm on it right now.
Or,
While I look for that, though, I will tell you that number 14 is Beyonce, Love on Top, which I'm
not
people
surprised.
aren't. It's not a secret. I think Beyonce is terrible and overrated. I think she's trash. I don't think she can sing. I think her vocal pocket and her vocal range is garbage and limited. I think she works well with what she's got, though. For me, Love on Top, and she has incredible writers, by the way. Love on Top is like, sonically, is like the quintessential R&B sounding song. Like the way that dun, 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 it just feels so fucking R&B to me. But I still think that's way too high.
It is way too high.
And I think she has so many better songs than I hate to say it out loud.
That too. I do just for my heart to just feel a little bit better. I think everything that you just said was crazy about Beyonce, but
Black on Black crime. We already talked about it.
That was wild as hell. You did that so nonchalant.
By the way, Try Again was 2000, and one that I would have put on the list, Miss You, was 2002.
Yeah, thank you. That's
I miss you
Like-
off to college.
Shit broke my heart.
yeah,
Come on,
bro.
man.
Like I feel like those are greater. Just for a list to make the top 100.
Above Rock the Boat.
Above
being
Rock the
at
Boat.
15.
Too high. Rock the Boat might be in the 200 to 300 range. I'm just saying. I love, and it's not.
I
it's-
agree with him too.
Yeah, it's not
I
even.
agree.
It's not like I fuck with that song. Like that song
Brother,
is it.
I was at the old Antelope house when Aaliyah, like when the news came through Aaliyah. I remember that morning because I was picking up Zeus for something.
Yeah.
And I remember when that happened, and I was like, damn, because that was my crush.
Word.
Damn, and it didn't make me want to be like, damn, Rock the Boat hits hard. No, Rock the
Word.
Boat still sucks.
Yeah, no.
Number 13, Daniel, Caesar, and Her. Best part.
Love it.
That feels about right.
I
13 is a bit high, but it should be on the list.
Yeah. On the list, I'd probably put it outside the 20.
Can we please isolate his reaction to this one? Because number 12, we talked about it beforehand. Number 12, R&B song of the last 25 years. I will give it this. The video introduced us to
A baddie.
what became one of my biggest crushes. I know that I'm carrying on. I was just fronting.
Pharrell featuring
Pharrell
Jay-Z.
fronting? Pharrell's fronting.
Featuring Jay-Z fronting. Let me
Number-
read you the blurb.
Number 12.
Number 12. Hold on. Number 12, Pharrell Williams featuring Jay-Z fronting 2003. The impact of fronting wasn't immediate, but the song's balance of hip-hop and R&B has resonated throughout the past decade with acts such as Brent Faiyaz, Bryson Tiller, and Tyler, the Creator, crediting the song and video as a key influence. It has all the right elements for an early 2000s classic. The signature Neptune's 4-count beat, pitchy Pharrell vocals with a huge debt to Prince, one of the most memorable bridges in recent memory, a Jay-Z verse about his early romance with Beyonce, and an iconic music video that debuted the fashion label Billionaire Boys Club to the world. It's hard to deny the way it imprinted itself, fronting on future generations of music makers.
That's dumb as hell. Just because some shit like culturally is impactful doesn't make it the fucking top 15 greatest fucking R&B song in the last 25 years. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. That song is great, bro, but you see what I'm saying?
Pharrell.
Like, that's fucked up. Like, why are you making me hate Pharrell right now?
Ahead of
because you have him at fucking 12?
Keisha Cole, Love.
What? Let's
Shag
get
and
married?
Edge, let's get married.
What the fuck are you talking about? Frontin's dope, bro. I love that J verse.
Of course it is.
Lauren London, Nunu was in that shit.
on.
That I was like, yo,
Of
like that
course.
is crazy, bro. That's not just because. And they list niggas like, oh yeah, these niggas were influenced by. Just because niggas like it, don't mean
So?
like that makes it top 15. Nigga.
And
Get the fuck out of here with that
what
shit.
about the song, though?
Yeah, exactly. Have you even heard the song, or you were just listening to Tyler, the Creator, saying he likes the
Apparently,
song?
they said he's trying to sound like Prince. Like
Like, what the fuck?
That
you
that
talking
was
about?
the part I was
But that-
like,
what?
That's because he fucking but that's what I'm saying, like, bro, that's just lore. Because he wrote it for Prince.
I've never heard that verse was about Beyonce.
And exactly.
Like,
where'd
I've
you get
never heard that before.
Where the fuck you get that from? You just saying shit because
in
it's
front of an
timeline?
audience.
Oh, well, around that time, they were dating and blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up.
Really don't
Get the
care
fuck
who
outta
you
here with that
was.
shit.
Can I try to win you back with number 11?
That's crazy, bro. Frontin'?
Number 11.
Bro, frontin', bro?
Before I hand off the top 10 to bro, can I give you number 11?
There we go.
I'm going to try to win you back.
We back.
Yes, please go ahead.
Even though I love the song,
Word.
and I think he should have been on the list maybe 4 more times. This is our only feature from him. Sierra was featured more than him.
Fuck.
That's crazy.
He was featured as much as B2K. He was featured as much as Flowetry. He was
Flowetry, that's wild.
he was mentioned as much as Dwelle and Bilal. It's Miguel
Adorn.
That's
That's
number 11.
That's that one right there.
right on the edge of the top 10, which the top 10 we all know is an absolute shit show. But
I'm really happy that they put that on the list. Adorn is on my list for songs that will never get old.
agreed. Anytime it comes on, it's
I've never turned off Adorn. I love Adorn.
I will always sing that. Always.
I love it, bro. I love it.
For
Top
Miguel though to only be on the list once is
for one time.
insanity.
Well, this
Neo
I'm
too, by
trying
the
not
way,
to-
because Neo had a hell of a run. Like
Those first 2 albums. I mean,
Neo and guys like Miguel and Ray J even and like
Word.
Bobby. A lot of these guys to only be on there one time for fucking fronting.
But that's what I'm saying is like I feel as I don't know if I want to give this up already because I'm trying to like hold back because like I want to give a synopsis of the list, but I'm also thinking like because it's making me so mad. Like I'm just like, are you trying to check off a box because you're like, yo, like you have to put Miguel on the list. Or you have to put whoever on the list, right?
But that's what I'm
so
saying.
Then
Yeah.
just throw a song out there and then cross that off like, yo, we got B2K covered. Okay, yeah. All right. Or, yo,
because
got
we
this-
need to mention
We have to
said
mention them.
person or group because they were
Right.
such a big part. You can't mention the past 25 years without mentioning B2K.
Word.
Because
Especially
they were such a huge part of a certain.
If you included 99 to 2000, you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to put in someone who was at least influential at the time. The problem is that that's such a fucking dumbass way of doing it. And then you have great artists who have all these R&B songs that they've contributed in 25 years, and then you try to be cool by putting in a song that shouldn't be in there. And then you have artists who are R&B artists that are cool, but like they have real R&B records, but you put their hit. So then it's just like, bro, just say that you're white and just name the list 100 R&B songs that white people want to put together as the greatest as in the last 25 years.
And I think if you're gonna have Pharrell and Jay-Z on there, I think we should have a Ja Rule and the female artist on there too.
Bro, Ja Rule hasn't even been named on the list.
But
Jay-Z
Ja Rule,
1000%.
Ja Rule isn't trying to sound like Prince, my guy.
It doesn't make any sense, bro. Jay-Z 1000%. Jay-Z 1000% has R&B songs that you could consider 100 in the last 25 years is a part of that list.
Mm-hmm.
Acting
100% he has
in front of an audience. Dog
bro,
bars.
what? That's crazy, bro. That's wild.
Can we get into the top 10, guys?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Here we go, man.
Nah, bro.
Let's get it.
It's not. It doesn't. We're just getting started, man.
At number 10, we have Brandy, Full Moon. Fuck out of here with that.
I don't even want to wait. I got nothing. I don't even want to waste time on it.
Yeah,
because I don't.
Come on, man.
Brandy's third studio album, Full Moon, established a new gold standard for R&B vocalists. A new gold standard for R&B vocalists was this album.
Brandy, vocalist?
Brandy can sing, bro.
I know she can sing, but
I don't know about all that.
The trope of meeting in the club and locking eyes across the dance floor is R&B's super glue, but Brandy fortifies it as she gets trapped in an orbit of lunar infatuation. Not once does it mention her lyricism. Not once does it mention her voice. Not once does it mention any crescendos, any big nothing. It just says there's dope producing, and she talks about being in the club.
Yeah,
number 10.
That's
Great.
crazy. That's wild. Now, I 100% that was on there because you got to put Brandy on there.
But why do you?
Do
you?
Because they recognize
Brandy was way hotter in the 90s.
1000%. But I bet you someone told these people talking about R&B and they said, you better put some fucking Brandy in there. And I don't care what the fuck. Find something. But they can't put talking about our love because Kanye is ice cold right now.
Hey.
You see what I'm saying?
that Ye verse, though.
They're not going to put...
Hey, man, they put American Boy on there. They just couldn't put it that high, though. They can't put it at 10, right?
They don't want to give him that much love right now. I completely understand it. The nigga's wild.
Is that a man or you want a man?
But
come on, man. Ye was killing that verse.
They're not going to put it down. You see what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So they got... Nah, bro. And I listened to that shit because I've never heard of it. And I listened to that shit on the way here, and I was like, bro, what the fuck is this, bro?
Number 10, baby.
All right, number 9.
Number 9, we got Erykah Badu with Bag Lady. Love it.
I love Bag Lady.
Not number 9, but a banger.
Not number 9.
Not even, I mean, I'd have Didn't You Know maybe even ahead of this, but I don't know if, that's before. But, I mean... But that's weird that you can go that with Brandy and then followed up with a banger like this. It's like, what's happening?
But what about Love for Hip Hop? That's in the 2000s. Like Erykah, nah, bro. Like, nah, they're checking
actually,
boxes.
Didn't You Know qualifies too? Because that was 2000.
Nah, bro. They're checking
boxes. So yeah, man.
They're
and
checking boxes and
as far as Love of My Life, that was 2002. So that qualifies as well.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
Number 8, we have John Legend, Ordinary People.
Yep.
We're just ordinary people.
Because in the time, that thing was an absolute
way to go.
monster of a song.
Yeah.
And just, it's before he married that goofy and alien looking bitch. And
Word.
he was singing his ass off and wasn't just singing about the same shit every fucking album like he does now.
No, I'm with you.
Man, just that nigga, his piano and a crazy voice, man. Like 8 might be high for some. I'm whatever with it. It's fine. It definitely deserved to be on the list.
40s. Not top 10.
7 is a big one for me that I feel like.
Alicia
Hey, wait, hold up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I'm
go.
sorry. I was just gonna say that's better than Adorn.
Nah.
Fuck no. In my opinion, there's no way. 40s at best. Keep it going. I'm sorry.
Okay, number 7, we have Alicia Keys, Fallen.
No.
Agreed. I think that is just because it was her first major song and it was gigantic.
Yeah.
Humongous. It should be on the list. Maybe because of impact should be in like the 20s.
Right.
High teens.
I thought If I Ain't Got You should have replaced that song.
Thank you, bro.
I'm kind of waiting for that song. Hopefully it pops up in the next 5 picks, but
I was gonna say that, bro. I feel like that's it's a better song.
Spoiler alert, that's Miss Keys' last appearance on the list.
Oh my gosh.
She's only on here twice for You Don't Know My Name and
Fallen. Wow.
That's wild, bro.
Yep.
Number 6, we have Frank Ocean, Thinking About You.
Goofy.
That's very fucking high, yo. That's very fucking high. And I got like, I don't know, bro. I maybe could think of like 5 songs that are better than Thinking About You right now.
There's 5 songs on that album better than Thinking About You.
I'm surprised.
That's big facts.
There's 5 songs better than that on that album.
I love that song too, bro. Like I really fuck with that song. That song was like, I understand it was big. Top 10?
It was big. It was the content. It was what he was talking about because not a lot of people had, like, not a lot of men had tackled that, like, subject matter and stuff and all that. And like, I get why it's on here, but 6 is just them they're pandering. It feels like,
yeah,
because he's the cool, the mystic, like, whatever, bro. Like it's a good song and it has, whatever, but like, I guess maybe it should be on the list. Maybe it shouldn't. Maybe it should be on the list because it was like the mainstream's intro to him.
Word.
For me, like, y'all should have put Novocaine on there before this shit from fucking Nostalgia
Novocaine
or something.
Is
like,
the one.
And don't get me started on Blonde. But
if I didn't see Frank Ocean from 100 to 70, I didn't think I was going to see him at all on this list. But yeah, to see them this high, I'm really surprised.
I have a strong feeling too that that's more. They just, to Mark's point, they had to pick a song from him because when they came out with their best albums, he has, and Apple and all that, like, he has that's one of the albums of the 21st century with R&B.
Wow.
Is that album. So they had to put something from there on there, and they just picked the most well-known, even though it's like, bro, y'all could have put Pyramids on there instead. Y'all could have put Novocaine. Y'all could have put Bad Religion. Y'all could have put Crack Rock. Y'all could have put anything on there.
At number 5, we have Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. I'm not surprised to see it.
I'm not surprised either, actually.
I'm surprised that this is her only time on the list, considering in the preface of the article, they mentioned her as a prominent figure of the last 25 years.
That's exactly who I would rather have next to Beyonce's name in the starting blurb.
The queen of R&B? Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Talk that shit, please.
Like superstardom, megastar.
Don't act like Emancipation of Mimi wasn't one of the craziest R&B albums of that year.
Even the deep cuts on that album is crazy.
Like, what?
Yeah, bro, like that one's a crazy album.
Can't sleep at night.
But like that, I feel like that's fair. Like that's exactly.
You looked ahead, didn't you?
I did.
Oh shit. Okay, keep it going.
Number 4, we have Mary J. Blige, Be Without You.
This is one of the worst selections on the list to me.
I don't.
If anything, as much as I hate the song, if you were gonna put her this high, the only thing that's acceptable is her singing about a fucking dancery.
Right. That hateration.
That's it. That's it.
Bro, I mean, like, that song, I remember that song being very big. It is.
It was. It absolutely
You got to
was.
drop that shit down like 40, 50 spots for me. And it should not be next to We Belong Together.
Number 3, we got Beyonce, Dangerously in Love 2. Get the fuck
Let's close
outta
up.
here.
It's a pop
All
song,
right,
isn't
y'all.
it?
It was
It's a pop song, right?
Keep it a
Get outta
buck
here, man.
podcast. We're out of here.
That sucks.
You know what? Unpopular. I think number 2 is one of the shittiest picks on this list too.
Bro, I guarantee you, the niggas that wrote this list have never even heard Dangerously in Love. I guarantee it.
So should we do the first one or the second one?
They looked up the album on
Should
Apple
we-
and they said, "Oh, that has the star next to it." Okay, throw
Should
that
we
one on.
get,
Get
get a
the
little
fuck out of here.
Can I just
Creative
real
with
quick? I'm a
Get the fuck
sidebar
outta
to
here.
Beyonce. I have Beyonce pulled up, right?
Word.
I'm just gonna go through a couple, just because here's one thing that they mentioned too in the article in the beginning, right? They mentioned Lemonade by name, the album.
There's not a song
Not
from Lemonade.
one song from Lemonade
Why
on
wouldn't
here.
you? Why wouldn't you do that? That doesn't even make sense,
Irreplaceable isn't on here.
bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Irreplaceable isn't on here,
You
my
fucked
friend.
it up. You
Crazy in Love with Jay-Z isn't on here. But Motherfucking Frontin', which is about their relationship, is on here at 12. Drunk in Love isn't on here. All my single ladies. Brother, I can keep going.
Dude, what?
Partition. Motherfucking I'm a diva. Like, bro,
That's crazy.
me, myself, and I.
me myself.
Now that is the one.
That's an
bro.
R&B song.
That is
When I
That
sat
is
down.
That is
that
a
That shit's
rhythm
hard.
and blues
100%.
song.
That's a good album right
And
there.
that wasn't that nigga Warren Sapp, the nigga in the video too.
Warren Sapp?
Yeah, I'm
What?
pretty sure.
I got
I
one.
have
Remember that?
no, I don't.
Oh, but yeah,
Me,
sorry.
myself, and
Sweet
I.
dreams and beautiful nightmares. Baby boy, you stay on my mind.
Oh well, maybe that's not. Maybe that's
Goddamn, the only song I like off of Lemonade. Sorry, Upgrade You.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Like we've named basically a whole album worth of songs.
Or Formation. Did you say Formation?
I haven't even said that yet. I haven't said Party either with Andre 3000. I haven't said Naughty Girl either.
But you want to hit us with Dangerously in Love?
But you want to hit me with Dangerously in Love too?
Nah, they
Yeah,
did that
yeah.
shit.
Come on,
As
man.
you suck her dick in the fucking preface for the article, and then you only put her on there, what, three times, twice. Like, that's it.
Yeah, but it's such a fucking.
And the
weird
songs
way.
you choose are what?
Nah, it's like sucking a dick with a condom on. Like it's like weird.
I don't know nothing about that. But,
Like why would you? But like
Why would
if you're
you
gonna
do it?
if you're gonna
Yeah,
do that,
nah, hey, man,
then do it
I'm
right.
with you. I'm with-
Put one of her good shits in there. You see what I'm saying? Like have her feel the shit. You fucking pull
Bro, that's
out.
what we named. What, like 20? Like legit, like at least like 10 to 20 songs just now that are all wash them as far as impact.
Bro,
The limited vocals she has,
100%.
numbers,
That's crazy.
all of it. Any metric you want to choose for why you chose these songs, all those songs clear them.
Say My Name,
Make it make sense.
Bills,
Make it make sense.
like Destiny. You could have.
That's it.
There's Destiny's Child songs much.
and the
better than
Destiny's
that.
Child song they chose was a great one too.
No, of
Cater to
course.
You is a bad, but
Of
come on,
course,
man.
but like,
Come on,
bro, that's really random.
Dangerously
I-
in Love.
I'm
Part
2.
I'm wondering
Two
where they
guys.
got that from,
Sequel.
bro.
The 2 guys.
I don't believe that they ever heard that
sequel.
shit. I don't think that they even know what that is.
Oh,
They was trying to
man.
be cool with that the 2.
Yeah,
They was trying to
bro.
be cool. They thought they was slick with the. You
Nah,
know,
hey, they were
Nah,
like, shit,
nigga.
we got a word count in this article. We got to
they know.
Dangerously in Love. We're short. Make it part 2. We got more work.
Word.
Yeah, we get the crowd with
Hell
that.
no, bro.
Number 2, guys, we have D'Angelo, Untitled. How does it feel?
This song sucks, nigga.
I love that song.
This
so
song is
much.
all it's the hype of the video, bro. Let's be honest.
I love that song.
It's
bro.
it's a song about fucking.
Yeah, I really do love
And
that
the
song,
nigga
bro.
got naked and did sit-ups.
I think the argument here is, should it be this high at number 2?
No,
Yeah, I think that's the only argument. The song definitely belongs to be on this list, but
I
number-
love that. I
number 2.
do love that song. That's a top 20 song. That's not no top.
Can
10,
I
bro.
say before we get to number 1?
That's crazy.
I have zero argument with it whatsoever. After all the arguing we've done on this whole fucking list,
The number one.
I have zero argument. Do you have any guesses at what number one is?
Just give me an artist. Like, who you think is number
Even yeah,
give me the artist
who you think.
Okay, so
1999 to the Lord's year 2025.
that's hard, bro. Because
Two
like
Trump
they already said Beyonce. They already said Mariah. They already said.
Should we give him a hint of the gender?
Is it a guy?
He's barking up the female tree right now.
So it is a guy.
It is a male.
It is a male.
And it's not. Well,
Who's the king of R&B?
They're not gonna put him on this list.
Who's the king of R&B? It's not Robert.
That's what I was gonna say.
not
They
him.
can't put him on the list.
Nah, that would be wild.
Usher?
It is
Barking
Usher.
up the right tree, my friend.
Oh, they're gonna put I don't know. They've been fucking up this shit. They're gonna put some stupid shit like "Hey Daddy."
Yo, that's fantastic.
Is it Climax?
At the top 100 best R&B songs of the 25th century, we got Confessions Part 2 by Usher.
Oh, I'm not mad at that.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm
that's
not
how
mad at
they
that.
win, though.
Yeah, I'm
we
not mad
argue
at
this
that.
whole time, and then they bring us together in the end, and we're like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
You got that.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Look, we just all nodded like some fucking bobbleheads in here. We just, yeah.
I'm not mad at that at all. Yeah. I like that. I'm
Want
not
him back, dog. They want him back.
well, cause like I'm thinking about like, yo, like that song had everything. That song had that song had the world on lock. That's a song for sure that white people love too, that they know word for word. Of course, it's still down for the culture. Shout out to JD. That nigga wrote his ass off on that shit. The production is dope. The story is dope. The
lore behind it, like the rumor behind what it was all about too, was crazy at the time.
Word. I think part one leading into it too is so fire. I still love part one.
Unpopular opinion. Confessions Part 2 ain't the best Confessions.
Yeah, I go back and
Confessions
forth.
Part 1 is better.
Bro, that was a real argument that I've had with
That
myself.
shit was cut.
I'm
Every
not-
time I was in LA,
That phone call is the...
That phone call was crazy. That's still a meme today. Stop playing.
Stop.
Stop.
Watch
Come on,
this.
man. No,
Watch
for real.
this.
Like, for real. What are you saying?
Yeah, that phone call is crazy.
Like, I'm not mad at that. I feel like he was way underrepresented on this fucking list too.
1,000%.
Bro, there's so
1,000%.
bro, off of that one album, you could
All
put
they
10
pulled,
songs on the shit.
all
just
they
put that
put
whole
of
album
Usher
right there.
on that list was "You Don't Have to Call" and "Confessions." That's it,
Bro, off of A701, that's not even the best song.
brother.
And I love that song.
You Got It Bad wasn't on that
You
list.
got it bad, bro. Burn, bro. Burn. Nah, dog. Y'all fucked it up.
See,
bro.
look, we got him back.
Y'all got
now
it.
he's
Y'all
against
got
him
it
again.
fucked up. Yeah, that was crazy. That
I'm surprised they didn't make it. Yeah, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
with
'cause they
Luda,
could've-
because that's some real Caucasian shit to do.
Yeah. And
That's some
that
real
song-
Rolling Stone ass shit to make. Yeah, number fucking one.
It's like, yeah, just the cultural impact of yeah.
And that's the thing. They could rationalize making it number one.
Right. Because it made me do this at the end. It made me do that.
I learned how to do the A-Town stomp.
I didn't know what it was.
Like, nigga, if you don't put on Love in this club and quit fucking around,
Right.
yo, dumbass, you don't play I Don't Mind. Baby,
That's
I don't.
That's really so hard, bro. Like I haven't had a list make me mad like that in a really long time. You know what I
Mission
mean?
accomplished, Rolling Stone.
Yeah, and I know they have bad lists, but like it just like that one kind of hurt. Just cause like sometimes like when you do, cause I've read their articles on like the greatest bands or whatever, I don't really know.
You're not attached to these names like you are with the
You're
R&B.
fully vested in this
You
shit.
know, yeah, you only
Yeah.
know it's so many because it's outside your wheelhouse. So you know what I mean? Like I for sure, especially today, if you ask me, like I love R&B way more than I love hip hop. So like listening to this was like someone stabbing me, dog, slowly. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy work, for real. Like really, really crazy work. I would even put what the fuck? 21 Questions on the top 100. By 50? Top 100?
Look, man, if frontin' is number 12, anything could be on there.
I'm putting
That's
that.
like
That's what-
straight up.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like,
down for that. I
Again,
can think of a lot of songs.
The
before
Drake
you go-
song that they chose was Marvin's Room. He's hardly even saying fucking it. He's whining on the track.
Yeah.
He's not. That's not R&B, dog.
Sure.
Put Hold On, We're Going Home. Put anything that he's actually singing on, and not just. Or put a fucking another Joe song on there, or Donnell Jones song on there,
Donnell
or put
Jones
in.
wasn't on there.
He wasn't even fucking
Donnell
on
Jones.
there. Or maybe you put In Those Jeans on there, or maybe you put. Yeah, bro. Or maybe you put more group cuts on there, more Jagged Edge stuff on there, more Drew Hill stuff on there, more
Drew
anything
Hill?
on there.
No Drew Hill.
I don't know. I don't.
They
Again,
gave
maybe
the Cisco joint, but no Drew Hill.
because it might not be.
TLC?
TLC was
Like they
yeah.
still
See,
got,
like Drew Hill, the only was the Drew World Order stuff, but like I Should Be Your Boyfriend is.
That shit's crazy.
That's a great song,
Cause you
bro.
know he's lying.
They gave you steps.
Bro, high key.
Step one,
I
walk
understand.
through that door.
They gave you
He
steps.
told you from walking through the door on the
Yeah.
like, man, yeah, this.
I
this
understand why they
was-
may not want to throw that on there, but I would put I Need a Girl part 1 and 2 on that motherfucker.
I
That
get
shit's
it.
crazy.
I get it.
But can you
I get
imagine? I don't know if you want to do this. I don't want to fuck up your numbers, but can you imagine if they had Robert on there?
I mean,
Well, okay.
I know they're gonna fuck up the list, but what? Okay, what would you put on the list, and then what do you think they will put on the list
I'll tell you right now.
for
Robert
Ignition's on there for sure.
for them,
Yeah.
right?
Feeling on Your Booty's on there for me.
Oh yeah,
Because if you're going off of Robert,
99 and 99
so
and up.
that's exactly it. If you're going off of Robert for the years, you gotta pull from
Step in the Name of Love,
TP2,
Chocolate Factory.
which is I mean like TP2. I'll pull. I mean, me personally, I'm a Fiesta guy. I wish is a monster,
That's a crazy
dude.
one.
I wish for like a Dead Homie track.
Is World's Greatest?
World's Greatest is past that time period, yeah.
That's a lot of people's songs, bro. Like
Yeah, like Step in the Name of Love would be like top 10.
yeah.
Let's be real, man. Step in the Name of Love is top 10. Like,
It's
yeah,
the
man. I mean, who's not going to leave off R. Kelly and Big Tig, a movie Body Like a Snake, ma? You know?
Okay.
Nigga, if Pretty Ricky on the hotline is on there, then god damn it, I could put Move Your Body Like a Snake, ma.
You gonna put Throw Your Thawing?
Hey,
You remember that shit?
brother, that song had me in a headlock.
she got me singing.
I'm listening to that on the way home.
Oh. Yeah, oh,
She got me singing.
bro, that was crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh, y'all
Listen,
gonna
guys.
make me.
But
R. Kelly, that guy, man.
yeah, Ja Rule though.
Yeah,
Ja Rule has to have an appearance.
that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna put Pharrell and Jay-Z on there, I think
And wait, only Ashanti Happy.
Not
That's
foolish.
crazy. Foolish,
foolish.
unfoolish, whatever you want to do. Even what's the Rock Me?
rock
Right?
with me.
Rock with me.
Yeah.
Bro,
Can you
that
rock
one,
with
bro?
me?
I fuck with Happy. I'm just saying, like, but then her and Ja
My
Rule.
boo wasn't on there.
Oh my God, I forgot about my.
Let
boo.
Me Love You. Just
Oh,
a Friend was
no,
on there,
no,
but
no,
Let
no,
Me
no,
Love
no.
You wasn't on there.
No, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Braid my hair.
Just a friend.
Nah, that's crazy. Just a Friend 2000.
I hate the song, but like
that's wild as hell.
Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown.
Yeah, No Air.
I couldn't stand that song, but it was huge.
That nigga wasn't on the list.
Chris Brown was on the list for Yo, Excuse Me, Miss.
Nah, that's
That is kind of crazy.
That's
The
crazy.
King and Prince of R&B were on the list
crazy.
3 times total out of 100 songs in the last 25 years.
nah, they're bugging out. And I think what I was gonna say too is just like for my thought about the entire list. I think also I don't think that they want to make the list unfair, so they don't even though Usher, Chris Brown, you see what I'm saying, heavy hitters, they will clear out the top 20, no problem. But they don't want to do that. So they're like,
They have to make it more of a variety.
You see what I'm saying?
Even though it's blatantly wrong.
Right. So it's like, yo, like let's keep it like fresh by having different names. And yeah, sure, there might be some with a couple of them that we got to put in there, but like we can't, you see what I'm saying? Like they can't put a full Confessions album. So then they're thinking like, all right, well, what else could we put? I feel like that's what it sounds like. Because it doesn't make any sense.
I want the last little thing I want to say on it is I would have liked to see as crazy as it sounds, I would have liked to see some kind of Justin Timberlake on there.
Yeah.
For like I Love Until the End of Time. I think he sings his ass off on that. I think you could have fit him on there. I think you could have fit Craig David, 7 Days on there. And there was one of the I don't know. I'm gonna take my time soon, and I'm gonna put together my own top 100, and we'll spend time going over that. But this list was
wild as hell.
Yeah,
and that's why I had to do the research on who was writing it, because like at a certain point you get to where Mark's headspace is at, and you're like, wait a minute, are we just all being trolled? What's really going on here, man? Let me get to the bottom of this shit. Cause
come on, bro.
Fellas, are we ready to rank them?
We are ready, brother.
5.
So Hoodie Marco had the topic for this top 5 for this episode. I'll let him introduce it.
All right. So after deep consideration, I actually have a note in my phone with several top 5 lists ready to go. I heard a Instagram video talk about something that was near and dear to my heart, talking about the top 5 movie deaths that you just never got over to this day.
Top 5 movie deaths that we cannot ever get over. That's our top 5 for today.
Man, oh man. Shall I start?
So let's just do we all have just one honorable mention?
I have an honorable mention.
Let's just go around the room with our one honorable mention. If we don't have one, let's just go around.
My honorable mention to start off this list is the dog in I Am Legend. Shout out to that nigga. I don't remember. I think he called him dog or some shit like that. But damn, that was hard to watch. God damn.
That was I like that. That was
man. The sacrifice and like everything that he went through, man. That was his partner.
Right.
And then when they do the flashback and you see like he's had him since he was like a puppy.
That really,
you know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness, like,
on the heartstrings there.
Yeah.
Drew, you got a one honorable mention?
The one that I actually just crossed off this afternoon. Well, 2 of them I crossed off. One was Vincent Vega, who was John Travolta's character in Pulp Fiction, and the other one was Mufasa.
My honorable mention is Boromir from Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
Fuck that nigga.
Jesus,
I'm sorry.
But he saved Merry and Pippin though. Like
yeah.
But I know what he was trying to do, but I think he brought it back and redeemed himself. And I think the speech that he gave before he died with Aragorn, I think it just tops it off. But it didn't make my 5. So, yeah. Top 5, bro. Let's go.
I want to apologize. I'm sorry.
It's all good, man. I get he's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's a great scene, though.
Yeah, bro. It was a great scene. Shout out to him, bro. R.I.P. All right, so my 5 is from one of the greatest movies I've ever watched, Shawshank Redemption. My nigga Brooks, if you know, you know. When you saw the movie and my man got released from prison and he had spent like mad long, he was old as hell, and he had to like, oh my goodness, he was like trying to like live on the outside with a job and all this kind of stuff, and technology had passed him by and all these things, and he had like his little apartment and everything. Just broke my heart watching him slide the chair, take the knife out, carve his name into the wood, and then just kick it from underneath him and just hang himself. Crazy, bro. Sad as hell, man. Shout out to Brooks, bro.
Nice, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, you should watch that movie.
No, I didn't.
Bro, you really should, bro.
Yeah, I know. My dad has the DVD, and
yeah,
I just never got to it.
Big Frank was on Shawshank, huh?
One of his favorites.
Shawshank's incredible.
Yeah,
that's a real incredible movie.
Yeah.
Drew, you want to go number 5?
My number 5. This was a movie from let's get it, 1998 film. A super heavy movie about family and reform and learning and history and racism. It's a movie called American History X.
Oh, damn.
In the end, it's a movie that made me fall in love with Edward Norton.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
He was incredible in the movie. And his little brother Danny, Danny Vineyard, the little racist. It was just too late. It was too late for him. Ed had to go do his bid, which is wild that he only got 3 years for a voluntary manslaughter. But I guess it's because they were breaking into us. They were trying to steal his car or his truck or whatever. But
they shot up his house too.
He got to his brother in time, but not quite in time. And his brother got him doing some shit. Yeah. And the black kid came in right after he was done, right when he was about to turn in his paper too, where he was gonna like tell them like, "Yo, I finally learned. I got it right. This is what I learned from my brother." And he was too late. And that whole scene at the end, just holding him in the back when he knew what happened too, and he ran through, and his old teacher was like, "Man, go ahead, let him go. Like I already know." And he went in and was holding him, and yeah, man, that was a tough one.
Shit was fucked.
My number 5, I'm going to Four Brothers, the movie. Number 5 is Jack. You just had to run outside to chase that guy, and they turned around, masked up, ready to go, and
damn,
that shit really got me. So number 5 is Jack, man.
So that's actually my number 4.
Nice, brother.
That's my number 4, bro. Damn, bro. I think what made that really bad too is like he was like yelling for help. You know what I mean?
And the way he was screaming "mommy," like
it was a lot, and like you know, like it's like one of those like you wish that you could go and help kind of thing, because like the brothers, they're all like, "Yo, we gotta go get," you see what I'm saying? And then he's like, "No, I need help," and all this kind of shit. Like it just like pulls at those strings, you know what I mean? So,
but rightfully so, the guy did say, "Your mom's a something. Your mom's a whore." So he chased after the guy.
Yeah.
So I get it. I would have done the same shit, dog. Like, fuck
mad
that
niggas
shit.
would have done the same.
Absolutely.
Shit.
So, but just it sucks that how it happened and how it ended.
They trapped his ass. Man.
Number 4.
Damn, they stole your number 4. My number 4. I actually made the mistake of revisiting. And it brought me to tears, man. This is a movie from 1991.
Okay.
It's a movie about 2 youngsters kind of coming of age, middle school aged. Cast is amazing. Jamie Lee Curtis was a fucking baddie in it.
I fucking knew it.
You know where I'm going.
Yeah,
Dan
man.
Aykroyd was that nigga in it. Damn. This poor couple had their first kiss, bro.
Yep.
First kiss in life. After my boy Macaulay was like, "Yo, keep me in mind if things with you and the teacher don't work out. Will you marry me?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then she was like, "Yeah, I get it." He was so happy, and then they had their kid. Like, this was maybe the biggest curveball, one of the biggest curveballs in all of the movies I've watched, because I was even talking earlier about it. Like, I watched the trailer. I even went back and watched the trailer, and there's nowhere in the trailer that lets you believe like this is something that's going to happen in the movie.
Right.
It's all billed as happy-go-lucky. My number 4 is Veda from the movie My Girl.
Damn.
Or is Macaulay, sorry, from the movie My Girl, and Veda's reaction to it. Macaulay gets stung when he goes back to find the ring for Veda. He gets stung by bees, and he's allergic to every fucking thing.
Yep.
In the movie, and he dies, and at his funeral, he's in the coffin, and Beta walks up to her best friend and she's like, he needs his glasses. He can't see without his glasses. It's
That's fucked up.
It's losing, man. And it's kids. That's what it is.
It's the kid, like
the fact that they're like 11 and it's just like, man, yeah, that one was tough. I promise I'm done with the children now, guys. My first two were kids. I'm done on the children. I promise y'all, I love kids. I really do.
That one was a tough one.
That one was tough, man. Like, and again, it's like nowhere in the whole movie leading up to it do you think in a million years like, oh yeah, that's how this is gonna go.
Right.
Like what? He's dead.
Yeah,
what?
They snuck it in there.
Bruh,
Like,
what?
Oh, that's what this is about. Go ahead, Aries.
number 4, I have Dobby from Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows, number 1.
Nice.
What the fuck is so funny, bro?
I'm sorry, bro.
That's fucked up, dog. What's so funny, brother? That's just sad.
No, I think it's funny that two of the people that you chose are niggas I hate. I thought that's hilarious. I'm sorry, bro.
It's all good. Yeah, I think it's kind of everyone kind of got sad and probably cried during that part, but I didn't cry. But yeah, that shit fucked me up a little bit. But yeah, man,
Dobby's a free elf.
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So number 3, Marco.
Okay, my number 3 is, this one is from a movie that me and the boys, I got put on, I want to say by James, maybe even Triton. But the movie is End of Watch.
Oh shit, dog.
Classic buddy cop movie with the action and everything. And
I forgot about that movie, bro. My God.
I literally cannot forget the first time watching that and like I remember being like, bro, I think homie died.
Oh.
And then seeing that we were at the funeral of
yes,
Officer Miguel.
And he's like, I'm gonna take care of your family and everything. Oh,
bro, they got me because I was gonna be upset regardless because like even though he was a hothead, like I was like, yo, like I don't want him to go down like that. He's in love, like he's got shit going for him. Shorty was pregnant, so I'm like, oh my God, like I think it's gonna be, you know what I mean? Like this is sad as hell. And then when they fucking switched it, bro. The way that they, you know what I mean?
The way they shot that too, and like, man, I remember now that he's like, I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Bro, I remember being like,
oh man,
they did such a good job of having you feel that fucking anxiety too in that alleyway and not knowing what was going to happen.
Fuck that nigga Jake Gyllenhaal, dog. He was
They got me good on that one. That one, I haven't watched it in a long time, but probably like the 3 times that I watched it, every single time I get sucked in, and I wanted to end differently. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like some Friday Night Light shit. You're watching it and you're like, oh wait, it'll be different. You know what I mean? Nah. Every single time it gets me.
So because of that movie, Jake Gyllenhaal is like my guy. He's like probably my favorite actor.
Yeah.
But
I bought that movie on DVD after I watched it, and like, yeah, probably top 3 Jake Gyllenhaal movies, by the way.
Him and Michael Pena together were just they were great.
It was funny.
Man.
It was
the family aspect, like it
had all of it, bro.
Movie,
and then they fucking
it's on Amazon too. I'm watching that tonight.
Yeah, bro. Classic.
Man. Great pull.
What's your number 3?
Number 3, for me, again, I'm going old school with most of these. Number 3 from a 1990 film. You know, depending on who you talk to, it's the greatest film ever made. I could argue that it's a true story. These are real life people. So I guess it's kind of happened in real life in the way it did. But, you know, we've all had our moments where we lose our composure, where, you know, like to your point in 4 Brothers, and nigga call your mama a hoe. Hey, bro, it's time to handle some business. Nigga, I feel disrespected. I might have to go upside your head, you know. You say some disrespectful shit to me, price got to be paid. Now, here's the thing. We don't think in that moment of the get back, right? Mm-hmm. We just tunnel vision. I got to get you disrespect me. I got to handle this. You don't think about the fact that when they bring you into a room by your damn self a couple of weeks later, after they told you, yeah, we all mob, you about to be a made man, we gonna get you in here. Damn. And then they pull you in and it's an empty ass room and all you can say, oh no, and they blast you in the back of your shit. My number 3 is gonna be Tommy from Goodfellas. Joe Pesci's character, after he had Billy Bass disrespect him and tell him to go get his fucking shine box. And he said, nigga, I don't shine shoes no more, bro. You've been in the clink for a long time. I don't think you know. I'm a big man out here now. Nigga, he ain't get the clearance to kill him, no. How the shit work? You got to get your shit split then. Mm-hmm. That one fucked me up, man. And the fact that it was Robert De Niro was the first one that got the news. Yeah. When he tried to call and check up on, he's like, how did it go? Because everybody was happy. They was like, nigga, we about to be up. Right. How'd it go? He's gone. What do you mean he's gone? He's gone. There's nothing we could do about it. Robert De Niro start crying, beating up the fuck. Tough scene, man. Tommy and Goodfellas. That's my number 3.
That one was a tough one.
Number 3, I'm going to go Josh Hartnett in Pearl Harbor. Oh. Now I love war movies, and I think this was the first war movie, and probably the one that I remember the most. This is my first time crying during a war movie. Yeah. I fell in love with Josh Hartnett's character, and his girl was pregnant, about to have a kid. You know, they go into it's World War II. They fly to Japan. Things go wrong with their plane. They crash and land in Japan. Soldiers are charging after them. He's protecting his friend, who is Ben Affleck in this movie. Yeah, man, takes a bullet from him, and they all surrender. So Ben Affleck is still alive, but yeah, dog, Danny from Pearl Harbor,
bro. And you got me with that one, bro.
And this one, this is why I hated Ben Affleck for the longest time, because of that movie. It's them for that
Hartnett took a shot for him.
Exactly.
Rafe.
Yes.
I was gonna say Rafe McCauley. You hated Rafe McCauley.
It was the seed that planted it all. So
nigga just saw Rafe every time he saw Ben. It was like, you did this.
You should have been you.
Should have been you, dog. Should have been you, bro. My heart, like, for real broke. And then when he told him that he was gonna be a father.
Yeah, you're gonna be a father while he's passing.
I was like, oh my god, dude. Like,
oh man,
no. Live, Josh. Live, damn it. Yeah, that one was tough. That one was tough. And it actually, I'm going to keep my list the same, but it reminded me of another one, though, that I forgot.
Was it a war movie also?
It was a war movie also. And I'm not going to put it on the list now because it's cheating, but like.
I have a feeling I might know what you're talking about.
Maybe. I feel like.
Because I was wondering if it was going to be on somebody's list.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be the same shit. Yeah. But this is now my number 2.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Your number 2.
Okay, this one was rough for me, bro. Cause like I don't know, man. I just didn't expect it when I was watching this movie. And normally when you watch Adam Sandler, you know what you're gonna get. So when I watched that movie Click, and you thought it was gonna be all hijinks, and my man Michael Newman is laying down in the rain. And he's talking to his kids from the future, bro. Bro, that shit gets me every time, dog. Like, that shit was sad as hell.
Brother, and when he wakes up at Bed Bath & Beyond, I'm like, man, this. Brother, I'm over here going through a roller coaster, and you over here still alive. You just had a dream.
Because he learned his lesson, and, like, he got it. You know what I mean? And, like, damn, bro. Like, that shit was wild for me. You know what I mean? That was wild.
It's funny that Adam Sandler, in the most saddest moments of his movie, still manages to give a finger to
the new husband. Yeah, the new husband.
Yeah. Oh gosh,
that shit was funny, bro. But like, yeah, man, that one got me, bro. That one still hits. All right, what's up, Drew?
Number 2 for Drew.
Oh man, my number 2 is the most recent one on my list. It's from 2007, but it was set in the near future. It's a man and his only friend in life, because the only thing left with him, really. And other than, his friends who aren't alive, who happen to be mannequins, who he talks to throughout the movie, until one day he notices something off with one of his mannequins, and he decides to take a shot and kill the mannequin, and that leads to my number 2 death, which is it's the first movie I ever cried in a theater.
Oh, okay.
It's Sam. That's the dog's name.
Sam.
It's Sam from I Am Legend. Sam got bit by one of the
infected
monsters, and Will tried to hang on.
Yeah.
And he gave the serum, and he thought, if it's airborne, because that was the thing. If it was airborne, dogs were immune to it. Because it was a bite. He noticed Sam started going downhill, and maybe one of the hardest scenes I've ever watched.
Yeah.
I've never watched it again either. I've never seen that movie again. Was when he had to choke out his own fucking dog, his only friend in life, and he's just losing it crying, and then he goes fucking nuts and is like, everybody gotta die.
Yeah.
All y'all gotta go.
Hard.
Like, but oh man, that one was I was bawling. I was just sitting there like, I don't know what y'all want. I can't help it. Like, this is way too much for me. Sam, the German Shepherd from I Am Legend. Number 2, bro.
Nice, man.
Nice.
Number 2 for me, I'm going G Baby and Hardball.
I knew one of y'all was gonna come out with it.
Yeah, and I think what made it sadder was the story that the coach told at the funeral.
Yeah.
And we got to see the game and how it played out. Just kind of set it over with me. I didn't cry, but yeah, I felt that shit.
Yeah.
Hard.
Well, easy segue, because that's my number 1.
Number 1
for Hoodie.
That's my number 1. Bro, like, I remember when I was little, I was mad because I didn't understand, like, really the storytelling. So I was like, why didn't they just show it? You know what I mean? But, and I still cry watching it, but watching it, like, as you get older and older, and, like, I've seen it so many times too, it's like, bro, that makes that moment so much more, like, hard. It's such a powerful fucking story, bro. That shit had me weeping, bro.
And something about his older brother trying to comfort him.
Kofi.
Yeah, Kofi, just throughout this whole thing, knowing that, he's gone, but he's still talking to him. Yeah, it's like.
And I still remember, too, of, like really, man, like, they do this so well, like, you just hope, like, I know it's scary, like, because, like, they live in the projects and all shit, like, but, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to kill one of these kids, so it's going to be fine, but they're trying to scare you a little bit, and you don't know what's going to happen, but when that fucking car pulls up and just starts blasting with the shot, oh, my God, bro. Like, I was like, fuck, bro, don't take these out, and then they make you think that it's all okay, and it's not. Damn, they did good. That's my number 1.
All right. My number 1 is also, let's cut through it, man. It's also a young black athlete in the hood, man. It's fucking Ricky Baker from Boys in the Hood, bro. That was the first movie that ever made me cry. As a kid, the part that did it for me, for one, great Vince Staples with great advice. Little nigga should have zigzagged. Wouldn't got his back wet.
Word.
But for me, it wasn't even like the actual death itself, like the shooting and all that. It was the aftermath. It was everything that happened after that, from the picking him up and putting him in the back of the Lolo and riding to the house, and then young ass Ice Cube, his older brother, busting in the house, mama, laying him down, his girl coming in with the baby and seeing it, the mom being like, man, what y'all so loud in here for? And then she start freaking out when she see it, and commotion, and Ice Cube's like, get the baby out of here, the baby don't need to see this. And there's all that, right?
Yeah, and I know
That's enough. And then you add the fact that this fool got the scholarship to USC, passed the SAT with just enough that he needed to pass, right? Then you add that. Then the worst part for me that really fucked me up was the very end of that movie. When Doe is sitting up there and it's however long after, Ricky died and Cuba comes up and they talking. And that fool Ice Cube was all upset and he's like, I don't even know how to feel about it. He's like, man, she loved that fool more than she loved me. And I was just like, oh, damn, dog. And you can see it through the whole movie. That's the thing, like, you can see it.
Yeah.
And then to know, too, that they ended with Ice Cube passing away, like, however much, like, days or weeks later, because he just went back and tried to get back at them fools. Like, that one, and the circumstance, everything around it, the fact that it was close to home, too, you know what I mean? Like, just back out there in L.A. and shit, like, we all know somebody who's been even like secondhand part of some shit like that. So it was like, yeah, that one I think will always be number. It's gonna take a freaking Taylor Swift and Kanye West Super Bowl moment to top Boys in the Hood for me. Yeah.
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was sad as hell.
So my number one, when Hoodie told us what the top 5 was going to be for this episode, I already knew what my number 1 was going to be. It was Michael Clark Duncan and The Green Mile. That's another movie. I don't cry much in movies, but that one I cried. And Pearl Harbor I cried too. But knowing that he was innocent throughout this whole movie and him building these connections with the people who worked at the prison and stuff like that, just that whole scene of them crying while they're, having him in the chair and stuff like that, shit got me, dog. Absolutely just rips my heart out every single time. That's another movie I don't watch because I just know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know.
Too much.
You avoid it.
Yeah.
Too much. I don't need to watch it.
It's that movie I watched once and I'm good.
Yeah.
But that scene, dog, killed me every time.
Like that, just like the way too, like to have that much emotion in the leading up to it, like also armed with like knowing that this fool is about to die, knows he's about to die. That's the thing, dog. For no reason.
Yeah.
On top of it all, he's got to go through being shackled down and all this shit, simple ass and nice ass and all that. He didn't even do the shit, man. Like that. Yeah.
We know what's gonna happen, but to still have that impact, it's insane.
That inevitable
Powerful.
Feeling that they put in you is like, yeah, that's a lot, man.
Well, because they also make it feel like, maybe something's gonna change. And you see what I'm saying?
Like
but
maybe there's hope.
There's that last second little
something, right?
call or anything, yeah.
But it's like it's crazy because it tricks you. Where it's just like, nope.
Yeah,
we told you that this was going to happen,
and
this is what's going to happen,
and here we are. Like,
yeah, bro. And then you just like have to accept it. It's heartbreaking, bro. Yeah, that shit made me cry as a kid too. Yeah. I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid too.
Yeah,
like that was like
I'm not ever gonna watch it. Ever.
Yeah,
no need.
You don't why? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're good here.
Oh yeah, let's throw Green Mile
on. And that's exactly it. Like, yeah, when you ever sitting around the crib, like, hey man, you know what I want? I want to get really fucking depressed. Let's go. Or I want to bum myself out today.
Yeah, dog, come on now. Like, what are we doing, yo? That's crazy.
Brothers,
I didn't want to say because like
what was your
one that you reminded me of that?
Hey, can I guess?
I'm gonna guess too.
Was it Saving Private Ryan?
No.
Okay. I thought it was Tom Hanks and Saving Private Ryan.
That was mine too.
That one was good. That was really good.
I'm gonna say The Patriot.
That's the one.
Heath Ledger,
bro. Both of the sons.
Both the sons. Okay.
Bro. I remember that one. Like I remember shocking me.
And because of that movie, I hate that actor.
The fucking dude.
I fucking hate that guy.
Fucking Mouthway's daddy.
Yes.
Fuck that nigga.
Fucking hate that guy.
It's up for life. Pause. That's
you ruined
crazy,
your whole
bro.
thing for me. Like,
yeah, like he was a fucking. That dude was a great bad guy, bro. Like that shit had me like really mad.
Because in real life, I'm not even gonna shake your hand if I see you in real life. Like I'm gonna look at you like fucking.
Can I tell you that's how I know an actor really be doing this shit when I be looking at him?
Bro.
Like, man, man, fuck that nigga. Dog. Like,
Fuck
yo,
that nigga.
he's got a Raiders shirt on.
Right.
Like, I don't care. Fuck the Raiders too, nigga.
Oh my
like,
God.
what?
Fuck that role. Fuck that role you played in that
Yeah,
one movie.
Like, make you hate a nigga,
my
dude.
God.
Straight up,
That
man.
shit. It's like, I'm not even really patriotic like that. That movie had me like, yo, fuck the Redcoats, nigga. Fuck England, nigga. Fuck all that shit.
Nigga, I go over there right now when it's up, nigga.
Right, fuck them, nigga. Oh my God. Yeah, bro, that one really got me though.
Yeah.
And like the first one gets you because it's very much by surprise. So I was like, oh my God, like this is hard. But then you think like, oh, that's it.
That's all the pain this man.
Yeah,
Like,
they can't do it again.
They're not gonna do oh boy because like he's like
Yeah.
like a big character. Like the fucking bro, I forgot, bro. It gets actually much worse now that I think about it. Cause you know
But
what
maybe
also
that's
was
why
sad?
you block that shit out.
100%, bro.
Like, man, fuck that
Like I don't
shit.
watch that movie like often. But remember The Church?
They burned the church with all the people in there.
With his wife.
With his wife in there.
So then he wants to
God
get the
damn,
revenge.
what the fuck? I ain't
So-
never seen this movie, but
Oh,
y'all ain't
brother.
selling it
Oh,
well. 'cause
brother,
this movie sounds crazy.
Okay,
This is a Mel Gibson
This
classic.
is a Mel Gibson.
Well,
classic.
okay, so that's what it is. It's the Mel Gibson one, right?
Mel
From like
Gibson-
in the mid or late 90s
I
or
wanna
whatever.
say-
90s?
99?
2000, The Patriot.
2000.
Yeah. God damn, that's a long ass movie, y'all.
It
Yeah,
is,
bro.
but
I'm telling
brother,
you,
it
but
is worth it.
what they do, it's not very historically completely accurate.
Yeah,
So like you just
I
gotta throw
remember
that out.
what the basis of it was,
Yeah.
though. Yeah,
But
which is why I
that-
didn't see. it.
But you're like, I'm okay.
I already
But-
did this in school.
But the action they do the battle scenes really, really great. You know what I mean? On some Braveheart level shit. Like they do a really good job. And they kind of make this character up and he's just a revolutionary or whatever. And he just has mad kids. And it's just sad, bro. Like he's in this war and he starts a militia, but it's war.
Yeah.
So the general of the arm, like they got to do whatever they got to do to fuck them up. So it's fucked up, bro. Like it's
it
really
sound like it. Shit.
yeah,
It's a good
like
watch.
because it's
Yeah,
like
damn.
you know what I mean. Like sometimes I feel like sometimes you got to show that side
You
of
gotta
it.
pop out and show niggas.
Yes, exactly. No, but like just sometimes you got to show that fucked up part of
It's
war.
because that's a huge part of it.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's
absolutely.
not just
It's
the
not just
battle.
we're gonna fly planes over and drop bombs and let's not show any of what really
Yeah, bro.
goes on, like the
Word.
dirty shit.
Yeah. And it shows you. It shows you. So it's like
Yeah, you got my intrigue more.
It's a good watch.
damn, bro.
But yeah, guys, that's the end of episode 30.
Dirty 30.
We are back on to 17K for the channel. So hopefully you guys like
And
and
they keep going up a rack every time we get
subscribe.
together, man.
Yeah.
But we appreciate all the support. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Any last words?
No, sir, man. No, sir. I got nothing. Just, nothing but love and peace to everybody out there watching. Appreciate you.
Yes, move with love and go watch something happy after hearing our top
Yeah.
5
Oh,
deaths, man.
man.
This shit kind of got sad, bro. I was like, I have to go watch some Disney stuff after this, probably. But thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, my shit different. I stay glistening, they stay chasing me, I stay pivoting. I'm positioning.